microphone. What is up, Vista? Now here on Vista Radio Network for today's game. As good afternoon, baseball fans across all of Colorado. And we are here where the stakes could not be higher. We're here at All City Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. And man, we are here in the Colorado CHSAA Baseball 5A bracket as we have 8 teams remain in the hunt for a state championship double elimination. And today we have 2 heavyweights that collide today, a big rivalry game. Mountain Vista, they've had the crazy Cinderella story this year. They started out the year 0-8 in the first 10 of the games of the year. They were 1-9, and they were sitting at 120th in the state of Colorado, and now they've made their way up to 14th state ranked in the state from CHSAA's last rankings. But they are the 6th seed today against the number 3 seed Regis Jesuit Raiders. They finished off the year 19-6, and they're the overall champions for the Continental League, the toughest division in Colorado baseball. And they take the field looking to be a bit of the favorite to be the state title contender. But the standings across is from Mountain Vista, a team that may be the most dangerous team. They're the lower seed in the left bracket. They're the 6th seed. The Golden Eagles, they stunned the state last weekend. They first took down in the regionals number 19 Valor Christian 7-4. Then they beat Erie, the 3rd-seeded team, and people thought Erie had a good chance to win, but nope. Vista took them down 10-1 to punch their ticket into the Colorado. I'm going to call it the Colorado Baseball World Series for high school, as this is the biggest game now, and now they survive and advance on. This is one shot to keep their dream alive, to keep moving on and take the easiest path. And hi, everybody. I'm Alex Davis. Alongside is Jeremy Goldson. And Jeremy, this matchup has everything you want for playoff baseball. It has power arms, timely hitting, electric defense, emotion, pressure, and 2 dugouts that fully believe they can make a run to the state championship.
Absolutely, and these are teams that know each other pretty well. They played last year, of course, in a regional playoff where the winner goes home and the winner stays and the loser goes home. Regis knocked out the Golden Eagles, and then Mountain Vista and Regis played a tight game earlier in the year, a 4-3 win for Regis. And, of course, in Colorado high school baseball, these players all know each other. They see each other. I think one of the most interesting storylines that we're going to follow in this game is Mountain Vista's pitching, which has been pretty stellar since they turned around that 0-8 start, 15-2 in their last 17 games, versus this Regis offense, which is quite dangerous. The Raiders coming into tonight, Alex, batting .388. They've scored 264 runs. They averaged 221 runs. They average 9 runs a ball game. The Golden Eagles, on the other hand,
have them average
278 batting average, and they score about 5.5 runs a game. So something's going to have to give here. Both teams loaded up with college talent, but
yep, there's a lot of college talent. You have 10 D1 players playing in this game, 5 for each side. Biggest D1 commit for Vista, Jackson Crawford Jr., center fielder, committed to USC. And then the other biggest commit for Regis is,
well, the pitcher that we're going to see tonight, Albert. Who's a Vanderbilt commit.
Hunter Albert, he's committed to Vanderbilt. Again, they have another commit that is also committed to Oregon.
Yeah, Chase Massey, the senior shortstop, is committed to Boston College. Jacob Olson, the center field, committed to Oregon. This is a very, very talented Regis team. You know, and you talked about the records. Both of these teams played out-of-state games over spring break. Mountain Vista went 0-4 in a pretty brutal trip to Las Vegas, where if they weren't playing baseball below the standard that they set, they were all sick. But so the Golden Eagles 15-6 in the state of Colorado, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's pretty good. But Regis, same story. They went 0-3 in their trip to California and Oklahoma and Florida. I don't think they went to all 3 of those games in different spots, but we don't have the locations here. So this is a team that's 18-3 in Colorado. They are 2-1 against teams in this tournament right now. Mountain Vista, as we told you, 15-6, but they are a much more impressive, or maybe less impressive, 2-4 against teams in the tournament right now. The Golden Eagles in black today, they are the road team. The Raiders in white today. We're thrilled that you're joining us across wherever you're joining us from as we get ready for some high school baseball.
Let's go over some quick scores here around baseball. We saw an upset already today, but again, this is still double elimination. So the winner of this game plays at 2:30 against the Legend Titans, the number 7 seed. The loser of this game would play at 9 a.m. in the morning.
9:30 tomorrow. Here, you were going to
9:30.
give us some scores. So in the early game,
Yep.
it was Legend, the 7 seed, upsetting number 2 Broomfield.
Yep, that was 6-3. It was a tight. Broomfield almost had a comeback. They scored 2 runs in the 9th, and then there was a strikeout to end the inning, which that was a bit bummer for Broomfield, but Broomfield still only have that 1 loss. Now, people say if you want to try to make it to the state championship, you want to have 0 losses. So
Well, you have to. We'll have to explain
put
this
up.
format. The other game today over at All-Star Park, the state tournament is split between 2 locations. The top seeded Arvada West Wildcats. Are they Wildcats?
Yep,
they
are.
beat Chatfield 7-1. So for Broomfield and Chatfield, those 2 teams advance in what is essentially called the losers bracket tomorrow to face the losers of the games this afternoon. And then once you lose 2 games, you're out, and this just keeps going attritionally until next weekend when there'll be one team with 0 losses or 1 loss against another team with 1 loss, and whoever's the last team standing walks away with a state title.
Yep. It's going to be an intense game for both teams. Do you have the lineups ready, Goldson?
I do. Are you ready for some starting lineups, or do you want to? I would say our starting lineups are brought to you by somebody, but they're actually not brought to you by anybody. So we'll start with the Golden Eagles. Here you go.
Brought to you by Alex Davis. Well, here we go for the Regis Raiders. Here we go. In center field is the leadoff hitter for Regis, Jacob Olson. In number 7 for the Raiders, he at shortstop, Chase Mancy. Hitting third, playing first base, is Dylan Sarario. And then hitting fourth and he's also their pitcher, committed to Vanderbilt, Hudson. How do you pronounce his last name? Alpert. And then hitting at third base. No, yeah.
We're going to take a brief break here for the national anthem. We'll take a mute. You can sing the anthem in your head. You know, looking out over the crowd today, it's a beautiful afternoon here at All City Field in Colorado, the home of Denver Public Schools, but also the home of this state tournament since, well, the stadium opened in 1979, Alex.
So probably 1979. Give us some history about this tournament, Goldson.
You know, this is such a fun tournament. The double elimination thing makes it really interesting, but there's some tremendous baseball players who've played in this tournament. Of course, Cherry Creek High School, last year's champs, have won 10 state titles, and you've seen players that you've heard of play right here at this stadium. Players like, of course, the great Darnell McDonald or David Ardsma, Roy Halliday, Arvada West Star, and
the Roger twins, they played here too.
Absolutely. So Mountain Vista.
Mark Melanson,
guy, he was really good. That Rocky Mountain team with, oh my heavens, Andy Burns and Marco Gonzalez pitched for the Cardinals for about a decade.
Kyle Freeland pitched here.
I don't know if Kyle Freeland's TJ ever made the state tournament, but of course he pitched here because this was his home field as a Thomas Jefferson player. So the Golden Eagles are looking for their 3rd state title, won in 2018, 2021. Regis Jesuit winners in 2019. I feel like these two teams have played each other in about every sport over the course of this season. Mountain Vista and Regis, I mean, I feel like we just saw them in some sport. It was soccer. It was soccer. So
that was the game where Vista, they won that one for soccer. As our ladies, they lost to Fossil Fridge Wednesday night in Colorado Springs. 2-1 in an overtime thriller.
Great job, ladies. All right, here's your starting lineup for Mountain Vista, and then Alex will take the mic for the first couple innings. The leadoff man is Jace Brockett in right field, batting second. Miles Vosberg, the third baseman. Alex King is batting third. He's at second base. Jackson Crawford's batting fourth in center field. Cruz Martinez at first base, bats fifth. Cole Bobbin, the shortstop, bats sixth, and we'll give you the rest of them in a moment. But here's Hudson Alpert with the first pitch.
Here's the first pitch of the game. It is a ball outside. 1-0 is the count here.
So Brockett, Vosberg, and King, Alpert on the mound, and the catcher is...
And there's another ball inside. Now we're at a 2-0 count here.
Catcher is Jack Manthe.
It might shock you about how Hudson is committed to Vanderbilt. And there's the first strike of our game, low inside fastball. As now it's a 2-1 count here.
Hudson Alpert on the year 3-1. He only threw 15 innings. Was really dominant in his 5 starts. An ERA of .91. He's walked 3 people all season long, although the count here
is 2-2. You know, one thing I would say for Vista, they like to score runs later in the game.
Well, nobody likes to score runs later in the game. They just happen to score runs later in the game. Fifth pitch was a ball. We got a full count here to start the ball game.
Full count here in the first inning. Here's Hudson. Here's the pitch. It's ball 4 inside. Vista has started off the game with a walk.
So Brockett heads over to first base, and here we go.
Brockett is on first.
Up next for Mountain Vista, Miles Vosberg, the third baseman.
Miles Vosberg, he's had an excellent season this year, hitting over 300.
Do you think I think it's the emotion, Alex.
It is the emotion.
Alpert only walked 3 players all season long, and then his first pitch in the state tournament, his first batter in the state tournament, he walks him.
There it is. Here's the pitch from Albert, and it's a foul ball down the third base side.
It was almost a swing and bunt. Brockett, who's got 16 stolen bases this year for Mountain Vista, was off and running on that first pitch.
Brockett, he is a speed demon. That's what Coach Q told me about that. He's a sneaky runner, sneaky fast out there and left. He can make plays. And here's a pickoff attempt by Albert. And he is safe there.
Set up the Regis defense for you. Manthe is at catcher. Dion Cesario Scott at first. Second base is Morse. Third base is Massey, the Oregon commit.
And we have a bunt attempt. It's a wild pitch. And now we got Brockett at second base on a wild pitch. He stole second. And now you have runner in scoring position here.
Great start for Mountain Vista. Brockett's speed will mess with you as a hitter, as a pitcher, excuse me. And Alpert is he's a little rusty here to start the ball game. Mountain Vista immediately with a batter in scoring position.
Albert looks a little bit nervous. So here's the 1-1 as a bunt, and it's foul now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If you haven't spent any time with Alex Davis, the inimitable play-by-play announcer here from Mountain Vista Sports, he gets excited at everything.
I do.
So if you have a heart condition or you've got super anxiety, just recognize that 1-1 bunt strikes are going to be really dominant and really exciting in this ballgame.
Here's the 1-2 for Vosberg. And it's a swing and a miss. They struck him out, Albert, with this first K. He got his revenge from the leadoff walk.
That was a heck of a pitch. Just blew it right by him.
Oh, yeah, it was a fastball, which, Albert, I talked with Coach Matt for Regis, and he told me Albert can throw 96, 97, but he can also go in the infield, too, and play second base.
So 1 away here, and a runner at second. I've got to update our fancy scorey thing. And Alex King steps in for the Golden Eagles. There's a toss back over to second, and Brockett slides in safely.
Brockett is in there safely. Again, this is a 3-umpire crew. I still got to get the names of the umpires, but big game as Alex King steps up to the plate. Xavier Commit. He's playing second base today, hitting over 300. And he takes strike 1 swinging. 0-1.
Alex King's had a really interesting year. You know, come in really committed and absolutely felt like he was one of the leaders of this team, was one of the players who was going to take this team as far as they could go, and has played very well and played a lot this season.
And we got another pickoff attempt.
That is almost a balk. Alpert leans towards third
Yep.
base and then takes his foot off the rubber, spins back around to second. Brockett just sort of looked at him. Alex on the year, 268, 4 homers, 13 RBI.
And we got
Brockett
a
takes
stolen
off.
base for Brockett, and he's in there as it's a ball low. 1-1 count to King. And
Tremendous jump. He didn't even have to slide.
now you got a runner on third base for Vista, which that is Brockett at third. Here's the pitch from Albert. And it's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
So for those of
1-2
you
count.
just joining us, Brockett led off the inning with a walk, advanced to second on the pass ball, wild pitch, and now is at third, just 90 feet away. Hudson Alpert, the big Regis righty.
And the 1-2, did he go? He did.
Well, Alex thought he'd gone.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Albert, and now we got Jackson Crawford, the number 4 hitter.
So, Alex, you'll have to help me with the math here, but coming into the ball game, Alpert thrown 15 in a third inning, struck out 24. So that's an average about, 15 strikeouts per 9 innings, and he struck out 2 here to start things off. So 26 strikeouts in 16 innings.
Now this is an interesting matchup. We got Albert, who's committed to Vanderbilt. Jackson Crawford committed to USC, and there's strike 1 swinging for Jackson Crawford. And we got a runner on third, which is Brockett. He is on third right now for Vista. And there is some
Crawford's
wind
home run against Erie was really the catalyst. He's got good power. Here's the pitch.
Crawford has 8 home runs. It's a fouled off here. 0-2 count. Crawford leads the team with 8 home runs this season, not including postseason.
Wow.
He hit a home run against Valor and Erie.
He leads the team in about everything.
He
Alex.
does.
7 homers, 13 extra base hits, batting average of 329, slugging away over 1.2. He's been the best offensive player, the center fielder.
Yeah, that's the reason why he's committed to USC. Here's the next pitch from Albert. It's fouled off here.
And Alex is a junior, so
Alex King.
Crawford's a junior.
Yeah,
Southern
Crawford
California is getting a guy who's only going to get better as he plays more and has more opportunities. 7 home runs, 21 RBI, dribbler over
and
towards
here
third.
it's a base hit for Crawford. Brockett comes in to score. Mountain Vista, they take the lead, and they get the first run of the game against Regis.
He got a fastball, Alex, and he just stayed with a gentle, sweet little swing, bounced the ball into left field.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He got that on the outside corner of the plate. He got it. And up next for Vista's Cruz Martinez. He's playing first base today for the Golden Eagles. He's coming off a couple weeks off a broken wrist. He got it early in the season. He couldn't make the Vegas tournament. He missed the first couple games. He got hurt in the second game at Vegas for the Golden Eagles. Here's the first pitch in. It's a swing and a miss.
I want to go back to this base hit by Jackson Crawford. Just a great piece of hitting. He'd seen the heat. He'd seen a little bit what Alpert has given to him, and here's the delivery.
And it's a ball
and then
low.
He knows that fastball is coming. Albert struggled a little bit with location, struggled a little bit with balls with control early, and just a little half swing. The ball goes zinging off that metal bat into left field, and the Golden Eagles are on the board.
And here's the next pitch from Alberta, and it is low and outside. 2-0 to Cruz Martinez.
Even with that hand injury for Cruz, you said hand?
It was a broken wrist.
339 on the year.
That is
7
phenomenal. And
extra base
Crawford's
hits.
going. It's a ball high, and it's into the outfield. Crawford's going to third. The catcher for Regis
is Matthey. He sailed that throw into center field. Jackson Crawford.
Matthey threw that ball. I don't know. It looked like it was going to the Atlantic Ocean into center field. Now there's a runner in third base for Vista. 2 outs to go. Cruz Martinez with a 3-0 count. And now it's a 3-1. Correction, 3-2.
When you talk about these two teams, Mountain Vista traditionally is known for being a team that runs the ball, runs aggressively, and plays great defense. And that's exactly what we've seen today.
Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3! Alberta strikes out the side with 3 Ks with that slider high and in outside the plate. Cruz is asking the umpire, where was that at? And here we go.
So Mountain Vista, we're going to finish this thought as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Golden Eagles lead 1-0. And Mountain Vista, as I said, this is a team that is known over the years for being really solid in the field and really aggressive as base runners. So what happens in this game? The first man, Brockett, gets on base, steals second, goes to third on a, goes to second on a wild pitch.
Yep.
Steals third base. So now you got 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Your best hitter hits the ball about 55 miles an hour in the left field. You got a base hit. All right, now he's on first base. He takes off, steals second, wild pitch. He's at third. Mountain Vista didn't necessarily capitalize, but this is what the Golden Eagles will do. Now the question is, can Sawyer Tipton and Mountain Vista's pitching and defense wrangle and handle this very, very talented Regis offense?
Tipton, he is the starting pitcher for Vista. He's had an up and down year, the senior, but he has had some good moments. He's 5'11", and this year for him, I need to pull up varsity stats.
I can tell you, Sawyer Tipton's had a really good year for the Golden
Oh,
Eagles.
he has ERA pitching-wise. His ERA on the year is a 175, which is incredible.
3-3, which tells you a little bit how hard this team got hit when they went down to Las Vegas on the year. But Sawyer, 70 strikeouts in 52 innings pitched. Now, there are innings caps here for Colorado baseball, and we'll have to talk about that as this game gets going. There's only a certain number of innings that pitchers are allowed to throw per season, per week, a certain number of pitches allowed per game. But certainly for Mountain Vista, and there was a lot of conversation about this.
There is.
Who's going to be the starting pitcher? The Golden Eagles feel like they are 3 or 4 arms deep. They feel like nobody in the state is going to outpitch them. They can compete with anybody, but who's going to start? Who's going to be your big guy on the mound for game one? And Mountain Vista went with Sawyer Tipton.
Sawyer, he pitched 6 innings against Erie with a 117 ERA.
Well, that nobody can do that math. Tell us how many runs they scored.
Well, he gave up 1 run against Erie.
Okay.
So he pitched a strong outing against Erie. Struck out 6. So he does force some contact, but this is a big opportunity against a lethal Regis lineup. Here's the pitch from Sawyer as leading off for Regis.
Well, we got Jacob Olson, the center fielder, committed to Oregon. He's batted .400 this season, 6 homers, 25 RBI.
Here's the pitch to Olson. It's a high line drive caught by Brockett. And there's your first out for the Golden Eagles.
Sawyer's got good stuff. It will be interesting to see how Regis handles him. Again, they've seen him plenty this season, but.
And shortstop, number 7 for Regis, Chase Massey. He comes up to the plate, hitting .300. Sawyer, after 1 pitch, already has got 1 out.
Massey, sort of the most prominent of this loaded Regis lineup, committed to Boston College, leads the team in home runs, runs batted in, and runs scored, and those are some pretty prodigious numbers.
Here's the pitch from Sawyer. It's a ball high inside, looked like a slider.
Interesting to me too that Sawyer he's going from the not from the stretch. He's going from the pitching motion that as if there were runners on base. He's going to do that all game long. This one swung on and fouled back.
And it's fouled. Now we got a one count here. Now, Chase, this season, there's one interesting thing I want to tell you. I was with Jimmy, the 9 News high school reporter. Regis, they have the gold pen. And the gold pen, that's their playoff luck. They love bringing out the gold pen.
You're talking about like a writing instrument.
Yes, they use a writing instrument, and they sign like a wall at the field or like the concrete. And here's the next pitch from Chase. From Sawyer, and it's a fastball outside, fouled into the crowd here.
Sawyer Tipton right around the plate so far. An aggressive Regis team, gave up a run at the beginning of the ball game, but now nothing they can't handle. Ready to go.
Definitely right now, Sawyer comes set to Chase Massey. Here's the pitch. It's a battle here. That's another foul ball into the right field crowd. Fastball high in middle.
Setting up the defense really quick for the Golden Eagles as Tipton takes a circle around the mound. Catcher is DeMarco Medina, first base Cruz Martinez, Alex King, the Xavier commit at second. Shortstop is the delightful Cole Bobbin, and at third base is Miles
Here's the pitch from
Vosberg.
Sawyer. It is outside slider in the 2-2 count. Chase
Outfield
Massey.
left to right, and I'll talk even quicker. VJ Graves, Jackson Crawford, and the run scorer, Jace Brackett. 2-2 count here, bottom of the first inning. Mountain Vista and Regis Jesuit.
Mountain Vista leads 1-0. Here's the pitch from Sawyer. It's another foul ball, entering our 7th pitch of this at bat.
Mixing up speeds, and
That was the
Massey's
changeup.
making good mixing up speeds. Massey's making good contact, but those fastballs, he's fouling down the right side,
Right
and, then,
and left. So
right. And when the ball slows down, he's a little bit ahead of it. So the hope, if you're Sawyer Tipton, is that he doesn't catch one squarely.
I think you got to throw one if you're Sawyer. High and outside, try to get something. And here's a pitch, high inside fastball off the foot. And now,
Yeah, I think it bounced right off the plate. Nice barehanded snag by Medina.
DeMarco Medina. They've had a back-to-back catcher swap with Grammersdorf and DeMarco. They both keep switching behind the plate. This time, DeMarco is behind the plate for this game.
Well, Mountain Vista likely to play hopefully 3 or more games this weekend. You're going to need everybody.
Hey, strike 3. Strikes
Oh.
out Chase Massey, and Chase does not like the call.
did
It was
not.
It was outside, and from my angle, I can see the plate because I'm on the right field side of this press box. I think it was probably a ball, and I am an umpire, by the way.
The first base side, yeah, it froze him.
It
But a
did.
big strikeout for Sawyer Tipton.
is a-
2 quick outs.
Big strikeout for Sawyer Tipton. There's no ABS system here in CHSAA 5A. If you want to donate the CHSAA organization, you can donate if you want to. And here is a deep ball to center. Take a good look. You'll see it. Bye-bye baseball. It is out of here.
Dion Cesario Scott, we didn't even introduce him.
Dion
And he takes
Cesario
the first pitch and hits it over the
Takes
380
the
sign.
first pitch, sending Crawford to deep center. And that's a home run as Regis is on the board. And bang! They celebrate with the jump, man. Wow. Sawyer Tipton threw the pitch in the middle, and bam! That ball went deep to center to the American flag.
Yeah, they hit about 390, maybe 400. He got a fastball that sort of stayed exactly where he wanted it. And the big lefty hits his 6th home run of the season.
That is now his 6th, his first this postseason.
Well, yeah, it was the first game.
Well, the regionals count.
I
Well-
guess they do.
Up next is our pitcher, Hudson Albert.
Yeah,
which the
Albert
Vanderbilt
has had a
fan.
fantastic season. He's batting .486, which leads the team 35 hits, which also leads the team 14 RBI with 3 home runs.
What Hudson's doing, here's the next pitch from Sawyer. It's a ball, 1-1 count here. When I feel like what Hudson is, if I had to compare him, I would compare him to Shohei Ohtani. He's doing pitching, and he's DHing today.
You make me giggle.
Not DHing, he's hitting, but, 2 outs for Regis. And there's a hit, line drive up the middle to Crawford. And Hudson Albert is on the board with a hit and a run around first base for Regis as the 2-out rally begins for Regis for the Raiders.
A nice swing. He found a little bit of a gap, gets a base hit, and
And
that puts a runner
now-
on first with 2 outs.
We have a courtesy runner, Cash Turnabo. He is the courtesy runner.
I think it's Hughes.
Hughes, okay. They have 225s.
And now Eli Shappy is the designated hitter. He stands in for the number 5 spot. He's only batting .368 with 4 home runs, 27 RBI. The first 4 hitters in this lineup, Olson, Massey, Cesario, Scott, and Alpert,
It's
they're
a
just
D1 lineup.
good.
They're
just good.
Well, Eli Shappy, he is the designated hitter for today. You can hit 10 people here. Here's the first pitch to lefty.
Well, you can
fouled
You
off.
can hit 9, but
Yeah.
most of the time you'll DH for the pitcher. That's what Mountain Vista's doing with Tice Harvey batting instead of Tipton. But Alpert's such a good pitcher. They're DHing today for the center fielder, Carter Rathbun.
Well, on my lineup from Coach Matt, he has 10 hitters.
Yeah, we'll have to find out when we get that far.
Yeah. And here is Sawyer Tipton, the 0-1. Here's a line drive caught by King. 3 outs here. Regis, they put it up on the board with a quick home run by Dormerstraat. As Mountain Vista goes to the top of the second here. We'll be back here on the Mountain Vista.
We can't go anywhere. We have nowhere else to go. It's a
That's
radio broadcast with no sponsors, and it's just you and I. We could make up a sponsor. I could tell you that this game is brought to you by Vista Now.
It is.
Your home for Mountain Vista Sports all season long. We are at the end of our sports season. Want to, by the way, give a really huge shout out. We sort of undersold this. The Mountain Vista girls track team state
champions back-to-back years.
No, I think it's the first time they've ever won it.
First time?
First
I thought
time
they won it
ever
last
won
year.
it. Unbelievable run. I mean, we can't even begin to make a list of all the people who are at the forefront of that, but Peyton Mathilier and Rotola.
Ariana Akey.
Ariana Akey. I mean, just a really, really good team to win a state title. And on the boys' side, the boys fared pretty well, winning 4 races. But congratulations to the Mountain Vista girls track team, winners of a state championship. I'm trying to think, is the 26-27 school, nope, we haven't gotten there yet. As the 25-26 school year winds down, is that our only state championship?
No, we
Palms.
have girls flag football
Girls
back-to-back
flag
state
football,
champions.
yes, 19-0, of course. Can't forget about them.
This is the 25th anniversary of Mountain Vista High School. There's a lot of crazy things in sports that happen. The Mountain Vista boys team for football made it for the first time in school history to the semifinals. They lost to Ralston Valley, but next year they're one of the favorites. I can't say what the Denver Post is going to put, but they're going to be one of the favorites to be winning the state title next year, led by quarterback Marquise Reese and Brooklyn Bailey.
Well, here we are at the top of the second inning. Mountain Vista 1, Regis 1 in this 5A championship game. I'm Jeremy Goldson, and here is Alex Davis.
And here's Cole Bobbin for Mountain Vista, the shortstop. And here is a high fly ball. It's an eagle ball, and it's gone. Mountain Vista has tied it up for the home runs to left field. That one went to the parking lot.
Cole Bobbin absolutely turned on. I mean, tremendous confidence, tremendous oomph. And the Regis left fielder, Rathbun, he just kept turning around in circles as if that ball was going to land. Nope, about 375 yards, 375 feet out to left field. The Golden Eagles are right back on the board.
The Golden Eagles are now on the board. Up next is the catcher DeMarco Manita. He is now up to the plate for the Golden Eagles.
So there's a lot of baseball left to go, but I want to note here that for Albert, one of the most highly rated players in the state of Colorado.
Here's the pitch from Albert.
That's
Strike
the
one
first home run he has given up this season.
Wow.
In 17 innings pitched. He's only given up 2 runs all year long, and he's given up 2 in 3 outs here against Mountain Vista.
And here's the next pitch to the Marco Albert. He throws a curveball in there for a strike on the outside corner of the plate.
I think offensively this is exactly what you want to see from the Golden Eagles.
You do. Last time these teams played was back earlier in April. And here's a strike at a 3 for Albert. He strikes out to Marco. 1, 2, 3 for pitches just to get back after the home run by Cole Bobbins.
Yeah, he collected himself real well. That's a heck of an answer.
Yeah, there is. I did see some college scouts here. There might be some pro scouts.
Oh, everybody's here today. With the draft in a month, everybody's here today.
Everyone is. And
mostly,
here's the
I think,
pitch.
to see this Regis team. You wonder if Coach Quintana from Mountain Vista, if Ron said to these guys, hey, listen, all these big-name college scouts are coming to look at Regis, but they're playing you.
Yep, Tyler Harvey's up to the plate, takes strike 1 looking. Oh, here's a pitch out to the outfield, and it's caught.
Little line drive out to center field. Well struck by Harvey.
Olson. Up next for Mountain Vista, well, Jacob Olson, he caught that mid-center field. Hardly had to take a couple steps.
It's a good swing by Tice Harvey. He got a ball that he wanted to do with it.
Up next for Vista, as we're about to get to the top of the order, is VJ Graves, their left fielder. No, they're
fastball came down with some heat. Graves in left field today takes the ball outside on the first pitch.
Well, it's at 2 outs, 1 out for Regis, and there's a swing and a miss for Graves. 0-2 count, 2 outs remaining here with the 1-1. Alberta, here's the pitch to Graves. And there is strike number 2 down the middle of a curveball. 1-2 count for Graves. Alberta, here's the pitch. It is foul tipped to the right side, was not caught.
So Alpert, 4 strikeouts today. He's walked 1, given up a couple hits and a couple of runs. A little bit unusual for him.
Albert, here's the pitch. Did he go? He went. And there's his 5th strikeout of the day for Albert.
That was a really generous call. It looked like Graves had held up on that ball that was about 8 inches off of the plate. But nope, Mountain Vista gets a run and leads 2-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 2nd.
It is. And Albert, he makes another great thing, but I'll see the stunning thing at the top of the 2nd. Cole Bobbin, he hits a home run deep to left center field. Mountain Vista leads this one 2-1, each team with 2 hits. So far, Regis has an error on the board, but Sawyer tipped it. He's getting ready to start.
We spent last half inning talking about the Mountain Vista track team. We can talk about all sorts of exciting Mountain Vista stuff all season long. I want to remind you a couple winners earlier today. Legend upset Broomfield in the first game here at All City in Denver, right next to South High School. We've got a great view of the Valley Highway and the Ritchie Center and Veterans Park. All places I know well, all places Alex is seeing for the very first time in his young life. And
I know DU's here.
At All-Star Park in Lakewood, Arvada West, the top seed in the tournament with a big win to start things off, 7-1. The winner of this Mountain Vista game will play the winner of Legend. Will play the winner of this Mountain Vista Regis game will play Legend. 45 minutes after this game ends, should the Golden Eagles win, we will be on air for that game as well. Meanwhile, bottom of the 2nd inning,
Brady
Mountain Vista
Wright
2,
is
Regis
up
1.
to plate for Regis. He's hitting above 300 this
417.
year. 417 this year. Everyone's hitting almost above 300, but he takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner.
It's a good point.
Fastball to Sawyer.
When you have a team batting 388 on the year, everybody's got a pretty good average.
Yep, everybody does. This Regis team is one of the best teams hitting-wise. But you know who's one of the best teams pitching-wise is Arvada West. And did he go on the fastball high? Yes, he did, our umpire. I still got to get his name. I'll get that to you for the 3rd inning.
Bottom of the lineup here for Regis, who put a couple runners on in the first inning, but couldn't push them all across. Got a big long home run from Dion Cesario Scott.
0-2 count to Brady Wright. It is a ball outside. DeMarco had to slide to snag it. Great stop by DeMarco.
You know, it's interesting looking at the outfield.
Vista is shifted.
With knowing what Tipton can throw at the top of his game, they've shifted a little over in center field and way over in left. I don't think they think that anybody's going to pull the ball on him.
And they say, yes, he did. He went. And that's Tipton's 2nd strikeout of the game.
So that brings up Grayson Glasheen. Glasheen, a senior, will be playing baseball next year at the University of the Pacific. He comes in 397, no homers, 21 RBIs, 5 extra base hits. They just keep coming. This is the number 7 hitter in the lineup.
Grayson Glasheen, he's an RBI machine, and he also can make a contact anywhere. Here's the pitch from Sawyer Tipton. It's a ground ball to King. It is caught by Cruz Martinez. Close play at first. And that's the 2nd out of the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Kind of interesting for those of you scoring along at home. Alex King of 4-3 to Cruz Martinez. But we've had 11 outs in the ball game. That's the first ground ball out.
That is the first grounder. Jack Mancy is up to the plate now for Regis.
Manthe is on a football scholarship, but he's planning on playing football and baseball at Mines. He's batting .443 on the year. Steps in from the left side.
Sawyer Tipton, there was a ball outside with a fastball.
The other lefty he saw today was Dion Cesario Scott, who pounded the ball about 400 feet to center field. So gets another option, gets another chance.
This is almost a home run derby. I mean, we've seen 2 home runs already. We have a bunch showing by Carter.
That All City Field sits here a little bit below. It's in a little bit of a depression here in South Denver, and definitely sometimes the ball will carry out to right here. Nothing like Mountain Vista's home field, which is an abomination in terms of wind. But when the ball carries at All City, it absolutely can carry.
You can have a line drive carry to be a home run, and that pitch from Jack Sawyer threw as a foul ball. It's the 1-2 count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Sawyer Tipton's getting the side from DeMarco.
Playing him pretty shallow in center as well.
And the 1-2 is a ball high outside here.
Mountain Vista today in their white pants, black tops, black shirts with green numbers. Regis in their white pinstripes.
And they look clean unis, I'll tell you that.
Well, Mama's not going to let their kiddo out there dirty on television today.
Yep, there is no TV here on Vista now. Here's a ground ball to King, and it's a 1-2-3 for Sawyer Tipton. And it is.
Can't complain about that. Tipton really got his pitches where he wanted them.
Yep, he did.
A couple of a strikeout and a couple of easy ground balls to second base. Golden Eagles will go to the third inning with a 2-1 lead.
2-1 lead. Sawyer Tipton as Goldson will now be doing the play-by-play for the third and fourth, but we have some special guests.
No, there's no guests here.
Oh, we don't? I thought Segley was going to come.
We'll see. There are lots of eminences here in the stadium today. Mike Weaver, former principal of Mountain Vista here. Jim Flanagan, Rob Segley, the eminent Dave Mumper, and that isn't even including the hundreds of students. Pretty good crowd from Mountain Vista over on the right field side of the game, staring. Hope everybody brought their sunscreen today, though. It is a warm, beautiful day. Not so much for us up here in air conditioning at All City Field, but absolutely. Mountain Vista leading Regis 2-1. We are in the top of the third inning. Golden Eagles have taken advantage so far of one of the top pitchers in the state of Colorado. And leading this game, they've got to be pretty satisfied with how things are going.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll be right back. I got to pick up our guest.
All right. So here we go.
I see him in the crowd.
Here do we go. We don't need him. You and I are great. If you want him, go get him. If you don't want him,
we got to get him.
I mean, we don't have to. Everybody's heard from him. It's totally up to you. Here we go. So top of the third inning here at All City Park, the Golden Eagles, Mountain Vista 2. The Regis Jesuit Raiders 1. Hudson Alpert, the big righty for Regis, back for the third inning, and it's been a little bit shaky for him as things go. 4 strikeouts, a walk, giving up a couple of hits, but the big home run from Cole Bobbin has been the difference maker today is separate these two teams. I'm Jeremy Goldson. Somewhere is Alex Davis and Jace Brockett, who led off the game with a walk, leads off again from the left side. Here's the pitch. It is low, 1-0. Brockett walked and then scored his 20th run of the season, got his 17th stolen base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled down the left side. It is 1-1. And his speed really set the tone in the first inning for Mountain Vista. No home runs, 7 RBI, but again, as a leadoff man, and the 1-1 pitch is outside, is outside for a strike. Ball into 2 strikes. Here's Tipton playing him a little bit in. The pitch to Brockett. Here's the windup. Delivery swung on and popped up in the air, and it will be taken in the air by Barodi Wright at third base, and that is 1 away on a little pop fly. The ball went about 25 feet in the air off the bat of Brockett. That'll bring up Miles Vosberg. Vosberg 0 for 1 today, struck out. And he stands in on the season now, batting .253. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Nobody on here, 1 away. Got to update our little scoreboard. Nobody out, 1 away here in the top of the third. Mountain Vista 2, Regis 1. So here's the pitch outside for a strike. Special guest in the booth, as Alex said, Rob Segley, principal at Mountain Vista, Yankees fan, joins us. Thoughts so far, Mr. Segley?
Great. Good afternoon, Vista Radio, Vista Nation. Love it. We're looking good. We're up 2-1. Nice home run from Cole Bob in there to answer back.
1-2 pitch is fouled away by Vosberg. And I'll tell you what, Albert's intimidating. Here's the 1-2 pitch outside again. Did he go? No, he dropped it. So drop third strike, takes off to first base, but Matthew makes the throw, and that is the 5th strikeout of the game for Alpert. Looks like he's settling in a little bit.
Yeah, seems like he's throwing pretty hard today. How fast do you think he's throwing?
Oh God, it's impossible for me to tell. I don't know anything. You're the scientist. You tell us. How fast do you think he's throwing?
I would say
I don't know.
97, 98 today. I feel like
97.
I would say
I don't know that anybody throws 97.
I don't know about that, but I think he's up in the 90s, maybe 90.
I don't think. I think it's mid.
You think a little higher?
Yeah, I think higher.
Yeah. Hey, whatever it is, we're putting the ball in play. We're getting some good looks, get some good rips. Feeling good right now for the Golden Eagles.
Alex King steps in, takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the pitch, and it is low, 1-1. Tipton both pitchers have gotten that outside strike so far today. It looks like Alpert is trying to get there again. 2-0 pitch to Alex King. Here's the delivery. Swung on and bounced back up the middle, and it's through. That's a base hit for King.
Love it.
Mr. Segley, big baseball fan. Did you play baseball in high school?
Big baseball fan. I did. Yeah.
What position were you?
I was a lefty and played a little first base.
Ooh.
Pitched a little bit.
Ooh, you threw
But
in
mostly
the high
first
90s.
base. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. No, it was a great big Yankees fan. Grew up watching baseball my whole life.
Who's your favorite Yankees player?
My favorite Yankees player, growing up, it was Don Mattingly. He was the man.
Oh, yeah, you're a child of the 80s.
In the Yankees' 80s, those years where they couldn't win a thing. But he was still the guy. And then, of course, late 90s, Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter phase started and carried the team to 4 titles. So
Jackson Crawford steps in. First pitch from Alpert is a off-speed pitch, and it's a strike. So 0-1 to Crawford. Here's the Alpert. Inside.
Didn't get that
1-1.
call.
Alex King at first base. Yeah, that's interesting. It's the same location, but on the inside, he did not get it.
Yeah, no, lefty. Maybe it's a lefty thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Different-
no ABS system, so
Yeah,
what I've been
you
saying, we
keep
can donate to
telling us that.
CHSAA.org if you want to help get the ABS system.
I'm telling you, they're not taking those donations and putting them towards ABS.
I'm not sure the high school world is ready for the ABS with their technology
I'm not
situation.
Sure we can staff it.
Yeah.
King takes off.
Nice
There's the
pitch.
throw down to second, and he will steal it cleanly.
Nice pitch to run on right there. Got a nice slow curve ball. Alex read it well, took off. Here we go, Jackson. Got a guy.
We've talked
Let's
about
get a big
this. Mr. Segley, we've talked about this all game long, that Mountain Vista really likes to pressure you. That's the 6th stolen base of the year by Alex King. But they don't care who's on the mound. They're gonna run.
Yeah, we're going to run. We have a super athletic team, good team speed overall, and we're going to look to take every base we can. This pitcher, he's throwing a hard fastball, but his curveball is a lot slower, so we picked the right pitch. We're going.
1-2 pitch to Crawford is swung on, bounced in the ground, and now the catcher can't find it. Can Crawford get there in time? Oh, strike from Matthew. Great throw to bail him out. That's the second wild pitch of the inning, but Regis gets out of it. That'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd in a 2-1 ball game. Mr. Segley, at intermission, at the middle of the 2nd inning, we were talking about the girls' track team winning the first state title and the girls' flag football team. It's been a pretty good year for Mountain Vista Athletics. I'm sure that is all due to your efforts.
Yes, absolutely. All the hours I've spent training kids on the field and on the track as well. No, we're another great year for Mountain Vista. Super proud of our girls track and field team. First state title ever for the Golden Eagles, and it really was a team event. All groups contributed, and it was close and came down to the last relay. The 4x400 relay had to beat Eagle Crest, I believe, to take home the title, and they ended up winning the race and the team title that went along with it. So great day for our Mountain Vista track program.
Really exciting. And, I think we were a little bit surprised that baseball has ended up here, but no question that this team absolutely deserves to be here, belongs here.
Yeah. Mr. Segley, what do you think? It's Vista's 25th year. How do you feel about the athletics have been this year?
I
There's
feel like
a lot
it's
of
got to
new
be 26.
records have been
I don't know
set.
how many. It's been forever.
We've spent a lot of time counting the years, Mr. Goldson.
I think
But
this is our
we are
25th year.
We are on 25. This is our 21st, 5th anniversary as a high school. It's been a super great run. To answer your first question, we started a little slow out of the gates, but we also went to Vegas. We lost a couple games early on here to very good teams. Went to Vegas and played some of the top teams, at least on the West Coast. Teams from California, I believe one team from Nevada. So we challenged ourselves and lost a few, but then we got on a roll. It started at the Arapahoe game where we had a nice win there, then a huge comeback win against Chatfield, and we've just been rolling ever since. The guys' confidence is high, and they're feeling great right now going into this playoff.
So Rathbun, the left fielder, steps in for Regis against Sawyer Tipton. We're in the bottom of the third, Mountain Vista 2, Regis 1. I'm Jeremy Goldson. Alex Davis is behind me, and joined by eminent principal Rob Segley. Is this your 5th year principal?
This is my 4th.
Okay.
4th year as principal, 22nd overall at Mountain Vista. No place I'd rather be.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Catches Rathbun looking. Rathbun on the year has had a pretty solid year as I dig my way through my statistics. He is batting a solid 266, 1 homer, 17 RBI for the number 9 man in the lineup. This Regis team's pretty intimidating at the plate.
Yeah, it seems like they're putting the ball in play, but Sawyer's been hitting his spots, locating his curveball very well. Just had that one he might have left up a little bit to their 3-hole hitter. But other than that, he's been throwing strikes and getting outs.
Yeah, Sawyer, last time he faced off against this Regis team, he gave up 4 runs. Not the biggest outing for him. That was not the best game for him, but he's so far putting up the dominant time against the plate. They're struggling.
Oh, again, these hitters are not getting any benefit of the doubt just on those check swings. As Rathbun with a check swing looked to me like he held it, but that is a strikeout for Sawyer Tipton, his 3rd of the ball game. What would you say the scouting report is on Tipton, Mr. Segley? You've seen him maybe more than we have.
Yeah, he's a warrior, senior, leader, just a gritty pitcher. He's going to give everything he has out there. Good stuff today, like his velocity. But this Regis team is good too, so he's got to be on his, got to have his A game on.
So we're back to the top of the order. Olson batting .400 on the season. Olson is the Oregon commit. He's the center fielder, steps in from the left side and takes a ball. So 1-0. Jacob Olson with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sawyer Tipton on the mound.
I feel like they have a lot of lefties in their lineups, huh?
They do, and there was some talk that Mountain Vista would try to throw a lefty pitcher as Olson swings and misses on a curveball. Yeah, 1-1, but they decided to go with, you got to win games. You bring your best guy.
Yeah, you bring in Tipton. It's a revenge game for Tipton as he's going to try to shut him out here, shut them down.
Fastball, high and outside, 2-1. Olson stands pretty close to the plate. Not super big, a compact stance. Has significant power, 16 extra base hits this season, leads the team in triples, might lead the state in triples. It's a lot of statistics we've got to wrangle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you definitely start Sawyer this game. He's your leader. He's your senior. This is a big one, right? You win this game, you're in a good position on the right side of the bracket. Throw your guy out there and let him work.
Curveball missed 3-1, so the first significant hitters count that Regis has had today. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's swung on and missed. I don't even know what you'd call that. It's almost a sinker.
Yeah, he got that.
The bottom of that pitch absolutely fell away as it got to the plate. So full count.
Good location there.
Oh.
Right on the hands, inside.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he couldn't get it. I think the barrel just struggled to get there.
Here's the 3-2 from Tipton. It is low. Ball 4. Now, we've talked about the umpires, and you never want to – I don't believe in giving grief to umpires, but that pitch has been a strike so far to right-handed batters.
We have a beautiful angle of the plate up here, and this is why you need to raise money to CHSAA organization for the ABS system. I'm going to keep saying it, Maybe
Alex,
there'll be a prayer answered.
We have a couple of students in our program whose middle name is Delusional. We might be adding you to it. Here's Chase Massey, big shortstop, batting .429 on the season, struck out his first time up, but one of this, I wouldn't quite say murderer's row. I think the Yankees have trademarked that, but Regis really comes at you. with these first couple of hit with the top half of their lineup.
This is their 2-hitter up right now, right?
Yep. Olson 7 stolen bases on the season as Tipton throws over to Cruz Martinez to try to keep him honest. 1 out here in the third. Mountain Vista 2, Regis 1. Sawyer Tipton takes a look to first, delivers to the plate.
So
It's
you
a
just saw that
fastball for a
pitch.
strike.
It seems like we do have a little bit of a different strike zone for righties versus lefties. That seemed like the same pitch, but that one to the right is a strike.
And that's natural, I
Yep.
think. You know, if this game was a blowout, we could talk all day long about the positives and negatives of artificial intelligence strike zones. But I kind of like the fact that it's still humans out there. I've not gotten super enthused with ABS yet. Here's the one.
That's
The 0-1 curveball.
Cycling, what are your thoughts
a
on the
strike.
ABS system?
He's feeling that curveball today. He's locating it well and can throw it for strikes whenever he wants. You know, I think at the high school level, ABS is a far stretch. Alex, I like your initiative to get this going, get this done, but I don't know if you have enough time left before you graduate. to
I mean, I
raise
got
the
4
funds
years,
and
you know.
perfect the technology.
3 years,
and-
Alex.
Oh,
3
yeah.
years. Here's the 0-2. Chance for Mountain Vista to get out of this little Regis rally, or at least to put a little bit of a quash to it. Fastball's high, and it is 1-2. At
That's a
first
right.
base is Jacob Olson. He walked the Regis center fielder, and now at the plate with a 1-2 is Chase Massey, of course, on deck. Big Dion Cesario Scott, who blasted a ball in the first inning to give Regis, to tie the game, Regis' lone run of the game. Tipton takes a look over his shoulder at first, stares down at the plate, hands at his waist, throws back over to first.
Good mix up there with his timing. He waited him out just another second, then threw over. Good job. That's the leadoff hitter. He's looking to run.
And Olson doesn't take a super aggressive lead. He figures that his speed is enough, or against a high school arm, that he's going to get there. So he had no problem getting back. Here's the 1-2. Excuse me, Tipton from the waist, curveball, misses up high. That was I'll tell you what, Chase Massey was fooled. If that ball was in the strike zone, it was going to be strike 3. So we'll do it again. Tipton holds the ball behind his waist as he gets the grip. The glove on his left side rests on his left hip, takes a look over, now set from the waist. Leg kick and a swing and a miss.
Oh,
Fastball up high.
Heater.
That
Great
is-
spot right there by Tipton.
And great confidence. This is a really good hitting team. And he says, I think you don't know what I'm doing. You're guessing at me, and throws the fastball in the strike zone, but pretty high. So here's Dion Cesario Scott batting .433 on the season. Hit his 6th home run earlier, 21 run batted in, another lefty, but with 2 outs.
yeah, he hit off Sawyer the first pitch home run to deep center field.
Tipton comes right back with a fastball down, and it is 1-0. I really like the economy of Sawyer Tipton's motion. He doesn't have a big leg kick. He really drives off of that rear leg, but from when he starts the motion till the pitch comes, you have almost no time. You can't pick it up really easily out of his hand because he's keeping everything close to the chest. Throwback to first base is not going to frighten Olson. Cruz Martinez gets a little bit of a workout. Standing out alone in left field, rather bored right now, is VJ Graves, but he's okay. Head in the game. Cesario Scott, the senior, he'll be at Alabama A&M next year playing baseball. Takes a fastball outside, 1-1.
I'm sure you guys noticed, but Sawyer goes from the stretch the whole game.
The whole game.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just, you learn a lot as you watch. I think that his delivery is an asset. It's not, I wouldn't say it's deceptive, but it's incredibly efficient.
Ooh.
Throws a slider, a sinker, just missed outside.
That looked good.
2-1.
And of course, this is a Vista bias broadcast, I'm guessing, but that pitch looked really good.
Yeah,
It was beautiful. Again, I'm not going to say it again, but
we have no ad
Everybody
revenue. The only people we think listening are Shannon Clough and Brandon
Yes,
Brookfield. We
yeah.
have 2 listeners.
Yep.
Right now, I can actually look. I can monitor this and see how many people are listening to this ball game.
That's a good pitch right there.
We've got 13 people right now. We're thrilled to have all 13 of you. To the other 50 of you who've come on and off, you got to get right back on it. I forgot to email Mountain Ridge Middle School, tell them we were doing some baseball today. We'll be back with the second game this afternoon if Mountain Vista wins. If the Golden Eagles lose, Alex and Mike Willahan and I will have to convene to see what's going on tomorrow afternoon. 2-2
That's
pitches
it.
swung on.
That's a great
and
comeback right
missed.
there.
Sawyer Tipton I mean, how about this? Top 3 batters in the order. He goes walk, then swing and strikeout, swing and strikeout. We're through 3.
Yep.
Mountain Vista 2.
He's heating up.
Regis 1.
He's heating up.
Mr. Sega, what are your predictions of what's going to happen
In life, I don't know. Oh,
in
wait.
this game? What do you think's going to happen? Not in life.
I don't know. These are two. Oh, my mic keeps falling down here.
It's okay.
These are two really talented teams, 2 deep teams, 2 well-rounded teams, and the score shows it. A 2-1 game here in top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4. So again, I think the Golden Eagles have a great team and a great chance to win. So I love the start we're off to.
What is your favorite part about being the principal, which is a much more difficult job, I think, than some people think it is? Your door's been closed a lot here the last couple weeks, which I always notice because I just like to visit with you. I don't actually go to class.
Yeah, we had a little thing called graduation on Wednesday.
How was that? I heard,
so
was
that
there any rain?
that took a little bit of time. It was wonderful. We graduated, I think, 508 seniors. Actually, 505 seniors that night at a beautiful graduation ceremony, and 3 senior soccer players that afternoon at Red Rocks, since they were playing that night and had to miss their graduation for the state championship. But awesome. Our super proud of our kids, super proud of our staff. Big shout out to our front office crew if they're listening in today for organization and setting everything up and just putting the pieces in motion for a wonderful, wonderful evening. So that's been consuming my time as of late. And, Jeremy, to answer your question, this is what makes this job great. This is my favorite part, being able to see kids and involved in what they love most, and whether it's a baseball game or one of your musicals or
if this was baseball plus Shakespeare, you'd be out.
I just want to understand it. It'd be harder to comprehend than the nuances of baseball. But anything, we had a senior awards night on Monday evening, and I think we gave awards to and courted about 350 of our senior class. So. Great seeing these high-level culminating activities that all our kids are involved in. Just a super talented group we have.
While Mr. Segley was answering that question amazingly, Hudson Alpert and Cruz Martinez have been dueling here in the top of the 4th inning with a 1 ball and 2 strikes count. Alpert looks a little bit more locked in here to me. He has been dueling. Here's a swing and a ground ball to short taken by Massey, and the throw is high. Did he make the tag? Oh, nice play from Cesario Scott on a high ball on the liner down to first base. 1 away here in the top of the 4th.
Darn it. Cruiser hit it hard just right at the shortstop.
Oh, yeah.
So Cole Bobbin, whose solo home run in the 2nd, has given Mountain Vista the lead, stands in again. Pitch from Alpert is swung on, chopped to third, taken there by Wright, throw across the diamond, and there are 2 quick outs for Mountain Vista. We didn't see ground ball outs in the first couple of innings, but now they are starting to happen. Stepping in then is the catcher, Medina, batting .240 on the year. He's got 4 triples as a catcher. That's always impressive to me. Medina on the year, we said .240. Okay. He's got, well, that's the wrong team. .240 with no homers, 5 runs batted in, but he's also the catcher, and that is a really important job. 1, he struck out his last time out. 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning. Mountain Vista leading Regis 2-1. Hudson Alpert on the mound. Sorry, Alex.
A quick score update here. The 4-5 match at Pine Creek and Fairview, they're currently tied 2-2 currently.
Medina swings and pops this one out just out of play into the bleachers. One of the things that we all like, having watched baseball here at Allstate Stadium forever, for a long time before they put in that little auxiliary parking lot, if it was popped up here behind home plate, everybody's car was in danger. Mm-hmm. And people would run to the end of the bleachers to see whose car got hit. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Medina fouls it back again. This one sharply foul. I don't know about you, and then maybe Alex has to bust out his imaginary radar gun, but I think Halpert's picked up in speed as this 4th inning. As the top of the 4th is going. He's throwing gas. Here's the 0-2 to Medina. Swung on, popped up in the air to shortstop. And now it's going to head out to left field. Rathbun calls off the center fielder. Olson makes the catch. That is the end of the top half of the 4th.
Well, 3 up, 3 down, but we're getting good swings on them. That was starting to pick them up, hit the ball hard, and hopefully score some more runs in the future innings here.
Well, thank you for joining us. I don't know if you're welcome to hang out. You can go spend more time with Mr. Weaver and Mr. Flanagan. It's up to you what you want to do.
I'm going to head back down and root from right next to the fence line. So cheer on our guys, but thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Standing ovation for Rob Segley, principal of Mountain Vista High School, and a nice guy, even though he's a Yankees fan.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, as we head here to the bottom of the 4th inning, awesome to have Rob Segley with us. He is an asset to the world and the community, and is a big baseball guy, as you heard. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Mountain Vista leads Regis 2-1. The Golden Eagles got a run in the 1st inning. Jace Brockett walked and then advanced to second on a wild pitch, stole third, and came home on a single by Jackson Crawford. Regis tied it up in the bottom of the inning. And on a long home run by Dion Cesario Scott, Mountain Vista marched right back in the top of the 2nd with a home run from Cole Bobbin, and that is where we stand, 2-1, midway through this one. Pine Creek leading here in the other game at All-Star Park?
No, they're tied currently 2-2, Fairview and Pine Creek. So that's a game that's going to be whoever wins that game would be facing off at 2:30 against Arvada West, which a lot of people think that team is crazy. They have a Texas commit for shortstop. I mean, I'll tell you this about this game right here. As Sawyer is Tipton, he is still in the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
So Tipton steps in, and he's got Regis's cleanup hitter, Hudson Alpert, the pitcher. Alpert singled his last time up. That improves his batting average to, 36 hits in 73 at-bats. So
yep,
about 495.
We
just
have
rough math. So
another special guest will be coming on here soon, Mr. Flanagan, when he gets up here.
You might have him. He's difficult. Bottom of the 4th inning, I'm Jeremy Goldson alongside Alex Davis, the Golden Eagles, leading the Regis Jesuit Raiders 2-1 in a 5A CHSAA playoff baseball game. Got to say, we appreciate the support from CHSAA. We're going to have to get a couple PSAs up for him. There's a swing and a miss. Tipton absolutely dominates. 3 pitches, 3 up, 3 down for the dominant hitter from the Regis Jesuit Raiders. So stepping in now is the number 5 hitter, Eli Shappy. He grounded out his last time up. 1 out here in the 4th. Alex has managed to wrangle Jim Flanagan, who is never at a loss for words. Jim, what'd you think of that curveball?
That was a good-looking curveball. I like the way that it went in there for a strike.
Tipton's been mixing it up pretty well, and I thought that Alpert looked really good in the top half of the 4th, but Sawyer has come back out here in the bottom of the 4th and looked equally potent. Here's the pitch to Shappy, swung on and missed. Might have been foul-tipped into the glove. Shappy, the DH, batting .368 on the season. Sawyer Tipton at 70 strikeouts in 52 innings, but has looked a little more lethal today.
Yeah, these pitchers have definitely settled in from the first 2 innings. The first 2 innings, they gave up some.
How would you say, do you think this is a revenge game for Sawyer Tipton? Because he gave up 4 runs last time against the Regis when he started.
I don't think Sawyer thinks about revenge. I think Sawyer thinks about the next pitch in front of him. Every time that I see Sawyer out there, he's like, the uniform doesn't matter. I'm going to go think about how I'm going to throw the next pitch. You may think of him as like somebody who wants revenge, but he just wants to make the next best pitch to help his team win.
Shappy with a check swing. They gave him a ball on that one, and here's the 1-2 pitch from Tipton. Low, bounces back to the backstop, 2-2. Wonder whether he crossed up his catcher there, but that really doesn't happen anymore. These guys are pretty used to each other. Jim, Tipton now up to 55 innings pitched this season. We can't remember exactly the rules, but he doesn't look like he's worse for the wear.
No, I mean, they've done a good job of resting him. You know, you get the 110 pitches, and At the regional, I think he only threw 68 pitches. I don't know what it was, but I think it was around 68.
That's right.
Yeah. And he did a great job taking care of business down at Erie. And I just thought he did he's really efficient. So.
Yeah, and we were talking last inning with Rob Segley. His delivery is not maximum effort. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it is really smooth.
Timeout called by the batter, Shappy, another lefty from Regis. 1 away here in the 4th inning. Nobody on base. Mountain Vista 2, Regis 1. 2-2 count. Sawyer Tipton gazes in. Pretty sunny day.
3-2 pitch.
Here's the full count.
Biggest pitch in baseball right here.
Got him.
Oh, my heavens. Curveball that moved from the outside of the strike zone and then landed precisely in the outer third. Nothing the batter could do. Sawyer Tipton, by the way, has struck out his last 4. That is his 6th strikeout in the ballgame.
Yeah, that was a good one,
7th strikeout in the ballgame.
That was a good one, too. He got him looking. He fooled him so bad that he was just looking there, and he didn't even argue with the umpire as he walked away.
2 away. Again, he struck out 4 in a row, and that will bring up Brady Wright, the third baseman. Wright, one of the few Regis players who hasn't firmly committed to a D1 spot yet. Fastball from Tipton is a strike.
Now, Flanagan, could you explain what happens here, the implications of this game? Whoever the winner of this game, they play Legend next, the number 7 seed. They upset Broomfield. Can you explain how the double elimination works?
Well, yeah, before Mr. Flanagan jumps in, loser of this game will play Broomfield tomorrow morning here at All City Park.
Yeah. So if they win, they play again today. They play the semifinal, and then you're into the main draw, main bracket final.
That's true. If whoever wins this afternoon's game goes directly into the games next weekend.
Yes, so you're assured if you win both games today that you are into the next weekend.
Tipton's 0-2 is a ball, 1 and 2.
The whole goal of the first weekend is you eliminate 4 teams, right? So you get to the second weekend, and then you have 4 teams left, one of which does not have a loss. So the other 3,
two of which because of All-Star Park?
No, but I'm talking about the second weekend.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, I'm not talking about tomorrow.
Here's the 1-2.
Because the winner here today.
Strike 3 called. Fastball right down the middle. That's the end of the 4th inning. I didn't even have time to click the outs on my little fancy scoreboard. We're done going to the 5th. Mountain Vista 2, Regis 1. But the story right now is Sawyer Tipton, who struck out 5 in a row.
That was some heat, too. That was some heat on that outside corner. Yeah. That was amazing.
So I apologize for interrupting you.
No, that's okay.
There's games at 2 sites. By the end of today, there will be 2 teams who are undefeated.
Yes.
And 6 teams with a loss.
Yes. So by the end of today, there are 2 teams that are undefeated, 6 with a loss. Those 2 teams play the finale tomorrow. And so when you go to the second weekend, there's 1 team that does not have a loss. The other 3 will have a loss,
and then
which
tomorrow,
basically puts them in the driver's seat that they still have to lose those 2 games in the second weekend.
So the 9:30 games tomorrow at All-Star Park or at All City Field, one of those teams will go home as we slowly get this thing attritioned down to 4.
Yes. So tomorrow morning is essentially the back draw. So, like, if you have to play in the morning, you have to work your way through the back draw, and you can't lose anymore. So you start at 8 a.m. You have to play 2 games tomorrow just to get to the next. You have to win 2 in a row to get to the final weekend.
Right, and whoever wins the 2 games in the afternoon, both of those teams are guaranteed to go on to the weekend.
Yes.
Even if they lose 1 more, because the worst they can have is 1 loss. It's very convoluted. You can follow it all along at CHSAA. We are going to start off the 5th inning. I'm Jeremy Goldson. Jim Flanagan is here, and here's your play-by-play guy, Alex Davis.
Yep. Leading off for Vista, Tice Harvey, he's up to the plate.
Tice has had a great year, guys. He's had one of the best. Had the best year of any sophomore at Mountain Vista.
Here's the pitcher from Hudson Albright. It's a ball low inside. Now, Flanagan, let's talk about the 25-26 school year as it's ending to a wrap. Mount Vista sports, we had a couple state champions. This is the 25th year anniversary. That's the ball outside, 2-0 count to Harvey. How would you say this school year's been for athletics for Vista? Is there some historical things that happened?
Yeah, it's been a great year for Mountain Vista in athletics. Obviously, we have the back-to-back flag football state champions that went 38-0. We just had girls track and field get our first track and field title last weekend, which was amazing. I don't know how many of you were there, but we had to win the last 2 relays to win the championship, and we did. For the 9th year in a row, we won the Continental Cup. And that's just basically that we are the best overall in all of the sports in the Continental League. Tice gets 4 balls there.
Yep,
He's on
4
base.
balls. He's now on base for ball 4. That's his second walk for Hudson.
That's awesome. Anytime
Yeah,
you can get the
Alpert-
leadoff guy on in a game like this, that's really important.
Alpert doesn't walk very many. He's walked 3 over the course of 15 innings coming in, his second walk of the ball game. And the last time there was a leadoff walk came around to score.
Pinch runner, guys. Pinch runner just came in.
Trying to get its number.
Yeah. While you're doing that, while you're looking for who's a pinch runner is, I mean, we won the Continental Cup again. I mean, our football team was Final 4. Our basketball team was Final 8. I mean, we had a fantastic year across the board. All of our sports had fantastic years. And I feel really fortunate that I am blessed enough to be the athletic director at Mountain Vista and watch all the success of all of these sports that we have here at Mountain Vista. None of our sports are bad. It's really amazing.
Want to make a quick correction. In high school baseball, you can have a courtesy runner. Harvey is the designated hitter, and here's a bunt.
Good bunt.
Hazari is the courtesy runner. And there's a
Good bunt. Good bunt. Way to get him over.
Runner in scoring position.
Yep.
Now, Vista, I'll tell you this for you. Against Hudson, the pitcher for Regis, he's committed to Vanderbilt to pitch. As Coach Matt's coming out to talk with him, possibly a pitching change. This is the most runs he's given up in the season, 2 in a game. He's only given up 2 in this whole year. How does that feel?
They are pulling him. I did not see that coming, boys.
Well, a pitching change here in the top of the 5th inning.
Dang.
Hudson Alpert goes 4 1/3, gives up just 3 hits, 2 runs so far. He walked 2, struck out 5?
And
Struck out 7, excuse me.
12's coming in.
And we got a new pitcher for Regis. Mr. Flanagan, you got one of the top pitchers in the state, Vanderbilt commit. He's out after 4 1/3.
Yeah, that surprises me a little bit, but I mean, if you got a deep pitching staff, I guess you go to them. Also, who knows, like what his last outing was like, what his personal pitch count was. Sometimes in high school, coaches look out for their athletes by looking at their individual pitch counts. Even though a pitch count for high school is 110 pitches in a day, he may be on a pitch count of like 80 or 70, and he was getting close to it, so they had to get him out.
New pitcher is the junior Mike Kroll, number 12. He's thrown 6 innings this year. No hits, no walks, no hits by pitch. He doesn't look like a person who's actually done anything, but 6 innings, pretty good. Sorry, 6 games pitched. And it'll be
maybe
unclear.
It's 6 games instead of 6 innings. What do you think?
All right, let's see.
I think it's games.
Okay, you guys are
it's-
right. I'm wrong. Here are the actual numbers on Mr. Kroll. He's got a 3.68 ERA, 1 run, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save in 6 appearances, 17 strikeouts across 14 innings. He's also walked 21 batters.
So
And
there's
this will
some control
also
issues here.
it'll also mean that Alpert probably will stay in as the designated hitter, which means that we might be done
No,
with.
Hudson Albert, he is going in at second base.
All right, so wait, tell me what's happening here.
So Hudson Albert, he's going into second base, so that's a new switch.
Second base at 5th.
Michael Kroll is 12.
All right, and then the second baseman. For Morse, and he is out of the ball game. And Morse was the player who was DH for. He wasn't hitting anyway.
We're at the top of the order again, right here, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay Sprocket, he's up to the plate.
Jason's been hitting the ball well.
Yeah.
And he ran the bases so well in that first inning. He manufactured that run.
2 stolen bases already today.
Yep.
And a leadoff walk to the lefty.
So let's reset things for you here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Mountain Vista leading Regis 2-1. Pitching change. So Michael Kroll is now pitching at second base for the Golden Eagles. Is Devin Hazari.
Hazari on second base. Brockett up to the plate. He is 0 for 0.
It'll be interesting to see how they approach this if they're taking this first pitch right here just to see what he has.
Yep. Michael Kroll with
Good
a
eye, good
fake
eye.
bunt. It's ball outside to Jace Brockett.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
He comes in with some heat, but
And he has a quick windup too, so that's something to watch out for.
Yeah.
you get the sense that Regis, and anybody would be, we're in the 5th inning, is really trying to play to keep this thing a one-run game.
Brockett takes a strike down the middle.
That's all right. He's working the count.
You get
He knows
3
what he's
strikes in
doing.
baseball.
Yeah,
so
he knows what he's doing. He's working the count.
Yep. You want to see many pitches as possible if you're the leadoff hitter.
Yep.
1-1 the count. Michael Kroll on the mound. Brockett throws it. It's a swing and a miss.
That was high heat. That was one that I feel like he shouldn't have swung at. He shouldn't have worked that count that way.
Nope. It is 1-2.
He's all right, though. He's all
A bit
right.
high, but Vista's been dominant in this 2-strike count today. We've seen a lot of foul balls by Vista. So this could be a battle that we could see. Kroll and Brockett. Here comes the pitch. And he rings him up.
He was looking
Strike
outside, and he went inside corner.
Michael Kroll.
I got to tell you, this
Hits
view up
inside.
here is pretty darn good. You can see the balls and strikes really well, guys.
That was
Usually I'm out on the right field side, way down there, and you can't really tell.
that was a
Even though-
really good pitch.
Even though every parent thinks that they know what balls and strikes are. From over
Exactly.
there.
You could see the plate perfectly.
Alex has been calling this game as if he's behind the plate. He's
I know.
reminded us
I'm
that
an umpire,
he's an
right?
umpire. I told you this was going to happen. I can predict what he's going to say.
Here's the pitch for Kroll.
That was
And
a
it
good
is
pitch.
strike 1.
Miles Vosberg 0 for 2 today, couple of strikeouts. Would love to see him get the ball,
He's due.
get the bat to the ball.
I can feel it. I can feel it, guys. I can feel that Miles is
Allsburg
due
is
right
due
here.
for a hit from Flanagan. That's the prediction.
That's the prediction. He's due, boys. Here it comes.
0-1 for Kroll. Here's a pitch out to right field. It is
Just
caught.
didn't quite get enough of it.
Kroll coming off the bench and coming in with some heat.
Caught by Carson.
Helps out his starter, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mountain Vista still leading Regis 2 runs, 2-1.
This is now Flanagan. What advice would you give to athletes that are coming into this Mount Vista program for our viewers at home? And how would you say, if you had to give one word about this Vista sports athletics as a whole, what would that be?
Well, for all athletes, I tell them, I believe that we stand on the fact that, the best players will play across the board, regardless of who you are. So understand that's what I instruct my coaches to do. Get out there and work hard and impress, and do everything you can to put your best effort forward. I guess when it comes to Mountain Vista, understand too that sometimes, when you get to high school, you have to work to earn that spot. Nothing's given. And with that, sometimes, we have situations where people believe like they should be there when they're already freshmen or sophomores, and sometimes it takes a little while with how successful our programs are. Understand that it takes hard work and that we're doing everything possible to make sure that kids have a great experience. The other thing I always say to people is there are plenty of no-cut sports at Vista.
Yeah, and theater.
Yeah. Oh, Easy does it over there.
Listen,
We don't need
Alex has turned
if
this
Lin-
broadcast into one giant
hey,
propaganda
listen,
commercial for
listen.
Mountain Vista High School.
If Lindsay
we can
Jaffe-
advertise the theater
Listen,
department.
if Lindsay Jaffe was your guest person, you could talk about activities.
First of all, Lindsay Jaffe would never be our guest person.
No, okay. But we're talking about athletics since I'm the athletic director. Here we go. Batter
Golly.
up, right?
Bottom
Here we go.
5.
Sawyer Tipton. He's
Sawyer
back
Tipton
in.
struck out his last 5. Let's see what happens
Let's
here
see.
against Gleason
He gets
Glasheen.
6 in a row to Glasheen.
Glasheen,
He's still uncommitted.
Glossy. No. He's heading out to University of the Pacific.
Oh, wait, yeah. He
One of these many D1 players and another big lefty. I'm so impressed by Sawyer Tipton today.
And
That's
there's
a
another
great
strike.
pitch. Great pitch.
It reminds
1-1.
me a little bit, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it reminds me, Mr. Flanagan, of 2021 with, I can't remember the name of the big lefty pitched the state championship game, but his pitch sequencing was so good.
Liffrig?
Jack Liffrig. No, that was in the first time. This is the second time
So
they
we
won
won
it.
it in
That was the 18. Who was it in 21?
18. In 21, we had Sorry. So
I
we
know,
had
we're
Jack
both old.
Liffrig.
He
You're
was
thinking
18.
of you're thinking of Griff. It was a Griff Hewitt, Griffin Hewitt.
I'm embarrassed that I can't remember his name. But
Evan
against Valor, he threw nothing but curveballs all day long, and they couldn't hit him.
We had the two main pitchers that we had in that were Evan McGill and Griffin Hewitt.
Might have been McGill.
Yeah,
I'm
McGill
sure.
was a righty though.
Maybe it was the righty. Who
let's
was the
catch-
curveball machine?
Here's the count, 3-1.
Griff was a lefty.
Tip
There.
it. Throws it in there, and now we're in a full count.
Sorry, Alex, we got lost going down
Memory lane
rabbit's
there.
hole. But Tipton, I was going to say his pitch sequencing, in addition to location and stuff, has been really good.
He has 4 pitch types I've seen today. Fastball. Here's the payoff pitch. It's a
Get
ground
there,
ball to
Alex.
Alex King, and it's caught by Cruz
Good play. Good
Martinez.
play.
And
Great
1
job,
out for
Alex.
Mountain Vista.
There are a lot of ways that you can measure whether or not a pitcher is on his game. One
Sawyer.
obviously is strikeouts, but the other is whether he's given up hard contact. And Sawyer Tipton has given up 1 hard hit ball today. Now it was hit a very long way, but everything else has been a ground ball or a little pop fly, and he's keeping Mountain Vista in this ball game and keeping Regis really on their toes. Jack Manthe, the catcher, stands in.
Manthe is up to the plate here. Sawyer Tipton. He's been locked in. He's been dominant today. And there's a ball low.
What is his pitch count out right now? Do you guys know?
I haven't kept track of
You
it.
haven't kept
I
track.
haven't kept track, but
Yeah. He's at 66 pitches, so he's got quite a few.
All right, now I'll start keeping track
All right, now you keep track at 66.
because the max is
now there
110.
is someone in
Thank
the
you.
Vista bullpen right now. Tipton. There's a ground ball.
Got it,
It's
Cruz.
fair to
Oh,
Cruz.
that
Weird
took a
bounce
hop.
near the face, but he
Great
does
play.
clean the hop by Cruz Martinez.
So Mr. Flanagan called it exactly, but as that ball hit the place where the grass and the dirt match, it took a kooky hop on a ball that wasn't hit very far, and Cruz Martinez watched that ball take a jet stream to his left ear, but wrangled it, steps on the bag.
That's the kind of hop that changes a game if he doesn't make a play like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
In a 2-1 ball game, like that was such a great play by him.
Cruz Martinez,
yeah.
So,
Puts his
Mr.
glove up in the right spot.
So Jim, if Mountain Vista, let's say Sawyer throws 80 pitches, does that mean that he's available for 30 more tomorrow?
Yes,
So is it 110 a game or 110 a weekend?
the weekend.
Okay.
But here's the
Fouled
thing.
off.
Here's the thing. He won't pitch again. after
No,
this.
I would
You're
be
not
really
gonna come
surprised.
back and you're not going to come back and do that.
Especially
to
if you
kid.
get a win in this game. You're
Correct.
playing with house money for the
Correct.
next couple of
Sometimes
games.
you get like you could what Ron could do is he could close with like King and then use him at the beginning of the next game.
As a starter.
That's something that coaches
Like
do.
a humper.
Yeah.
Well, not a humper. That's
Like,
a
if
terrible
you-
line.
But with the depth of pitching that Mountain Vista has, I don't think we need to do that. But you have seen coaches do that in high school quite a bit.
Count is 1-1 to Carter here. Sawyer, his pitch count's getting up there.
Oh, I lost track already.
Well, he's at 70.
Okay, good job. I don't. That's not up there. We're only in the 5th inning.
Good pitch.
And there, nope. Strike 2. Our umpire thought it was about to be strike 3. He got a bit excited.
That's that sinker. I don't know what it is, but it has late movement.
Were you thinking of Tyler Mejia?
No. I remember
Okay.
Tyler real well.
Okay. You weren't thinking of him.
No, it
When
was
you were talking about that
when
pitcher
Mountain
from
Vista
before.
beat Valor in 2021 to win the state title, and they just threw
Fouls off
curveballs
Carter.
all day long, and Valor just couldn't touch him.
1-2 count here. Mr. Flanagan, I got a question. What's your most favorite baseball game you've seen Vista play in your career as an athletic director here?
Ooh, my most favorite baseball game I've ever seen Vista, the one that I remember the most. The one I remember
Gotta
the
be
most
Liffrick.
was you knew it. It was 2018. I had just become the athletic director at Mountain Vista High School. We were the number
1-2.
one. We were the number 1 seed coming into the tournament, and we lost the first game of the weekend to Arapahoe. So we lost in this game, and we played at 8 a.m. at Metro.
Oh,
And
God, I remember
Liffrick
that.
came in, and we had to play Rocky Mountain, and they had a kid on the mound that was one of the top pitchers in the state, and Liffrick came in, and we won that game 2-1. He put the team on his back, a lot like I'm watching Sawyer Tipton do right now.
2-2. Strike 3.
That's
Paint
the
in the
end of
inside
the
corner
that's
of
the end
plate.
of the inning. Yeah, a lot like
Nasty,
I'm watching this game right
nasty
here by
pitch.
Sawyer Tipton. Liffrick came in, put the team on his back, got him through that game, and that changed everything for the whole weekend.
I'll tell you what, that pitch to Carter Rathbun to strike out, or sorry, the pitch from Tipton to strike out Carter Rathbun. Rathbun was 100% certain it was a ball. But Mountain Vista catcher Medina, he framed it real well. He held that ball up there as if it was in the strike zone, and he asked the umpire to make the call, and he did. We were through 5 innings. Mountain Vista 2,
DeMarco, he's a great catcher,
Regis
junior.
1.
Great frame by DeMarco there.
Alex, did you think coming into this ball game that we would see this sort of pitcher's duel, this high-powered Regis offense with 1 run, only 2 hits? I have to say I'm a little surprised.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a big pitcher's duel. I was expecting an offensive game. I was expecting in the beginning of the game.
I'm not surprised at all just because of the way Sawyer's pitched this year. I don't know if you guys know this, but he was the Continental League Pitcher of the Year this year.
Well, we did not mention that.
So and the other pitcher in this game is also in the league. So a lot of people don't know that Sawyer was the Pitcher of the Year. He's a fantastic pitcher, and he has done a great job all year long. Heading to Lehigh University. They're getting a good one, I'm telling you right now.
Lehigh in Connecticut, right?
You know, I'm going to say yes on that, but I'm not 100% certain where. I thought it was Massachusetts. Yeah.
So,
actually, I did know that because you know who else went there? Casey Zong. You remember her?
Yep.
She went to Lehigh University. So I think it's not Boston.
So we were in the top of the 6th inning. Jim Flanagan hanging around with us. Alex Davis.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to leave?
I'm Jeremy Goldson. It's
I
up
like
to you.
the view up here.
You can stay up here as the whole game if you want to.
Michael
There's
Kroll.
AC in this booth.
Michael Kroll on the round for Regis as he throws a strike on the first pitch, and now a breaking ball is outside, and it is 1-1. Alex King is 1 for 2 today, single and a stolen base. Mountain Vista would love an insurance run here as this thing winds down towards the end of the innings.
This is where you do it, Jeremy.
Exactly.
3, 4, 5, buddy. 3, 4, 5. You got the meat of the order coming up right here.
Kroll spins a curveball. It's more of a 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock curveball, not one of those classic 12 to 6 o'clocks, but a good pitch and a strike. Here's the 1-2. Kroll looks in, just offset on the rubber. Delivers, swing, and a missed fastball right through Alex King, and there's 1 away here in the 6th inning. That will bring up Jackson Crawford, single today and a run batted in, 1 for 2. Regis showcasing a little bit of pitching depth as well, perhaps, with Michael Kroll.
Yeah, that sequence specifically, he did a good job of moving the ball and going different places, keeping Alex guessing.
Crawford totally locked in. We had a fun time talking to him last week. He's a fun human being, likes to play baseball,
he loves
likes
baseball.
to win, and represents himself real well. Takes a curveball again for a strike. And remember, the curveball on him as a lefty is coming in from outside to inside. So that ball looks like a ball as it approaches the plate. Kroll's delivery, swung on, popped up in the air.
Get in.
Might well drop, but in left field, Rathbun comes over and gets it. Ball didn't have a lot of pop on it, but it got out there far enough for the second out of the inning, and it brings up Cruz Martinez. Martinez 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a ground out. Made a nice play behind first base to make it out in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Now batting in the 6th.
Yeah,
Michael Kroll.
I'll tell you
That's outside.
some pitching numbers from Michael Kroll. His fastball is around 88 to 92 miles an hour, but he has high RPMs of 2,200. But his curveball is 74, 79-ish. It can break 5 inches. That's his biggest break.
We got a 2-0 count here. Watch for Cruz to look dead red.
Oh, yeah.
If Cruz is looking dead red, he can make it go, guys. Watch this.
So 2-0, hitters count for Cruz Martinez. We'll talk about those RPMs in a moment, maybe at the inning break, tell you why that's significant. Here's the pitch. Way inside
that was some
fastball.
chin music.
3-0. That's just a delivery issue. He didn't get his rear shoulder all the way through.
No,
that
he was
ball
trying to pump one.
He figured I can just have my forearm do it, but nope. Pitching comes from your rear end, young man. Here's the 3-0. Swung on 3-0. He had the go sign, fouls it back. 3-1.
I like the go sign at 3-0 when
with 2 outs.
2 outs, nobody on base. I like that Ron gave him the freedom to go do that, Coach Q.
Might have been Coach Grammersdorf down there at third base.
Yeah, maybe.
The 3-1 pitch from Kroll on its way. Breaking ball is a strike. 3-1. That was almost a.
He
was
couldn't
probably a
decide if he
slider.
wanted to swing at that. He
Yeah.
was late on that
Count.
one. He wasn't.
He had
wasn't-
time as well. It was so slow.
Yeah, he wasn't. Here we go.
Full count. Pitch is on its way. It is high. It is a fastball that is high, and Martinez will walk, and another runner on base for Mountain Vista. We'll see if Cole Bobbin can
home run
take
hitter.
advantage.
Pinch runner. I think Grammerstorf's coming in a pinch run.
I would ring in a pinch runner in this instance. Absolutely. So Ty Grammerstorf will
We need
come
Bobbin
in.
to get a hold of one like he did early in the game. That
Cole-
was a rocket.
Oh, Cole Bobbin
hit
now.
a 390-foot home run to the parking lot in left field.
Yeah, 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in now on the season for Bobbin, batting just over 300, 21 hits in 88 plate appearances, and might have another pitching change. So while there's a conversation at the mound, Alex, tell us why RPM matters.
RPM matters. That's your spin rate of the ball, and if you have higher spin rate, it is harder to either see the ball. It's also a little harder to make some more contact to it. It also does do some effect to backspin and front spin on the ball.
So does it
don't
affects not
think-
only the way the pitcher pitches up on the ball, but it also affects the way the ball interacts with the bat.
It does. It affects all of that. It also can try to help you squeeze in a strike or two.
I don't think they're pulling him here. I
No.
think this is just a conversation as to what they want to do.
So over at All-Star, the 2 winners advancing to this afternoon's ball game will be Arvada West and Pine Creek.
Sounds like Pine Creek, the number 4 seed, has beaten Fairview 5-2 over at All-Star Park. So in about a half hour, it'll be Pine Creek and Arvada West.
That will be a good game.
Boy, it'd be good to get a hit here.
It would-
Just really put us in a position here to score another one.
Yeah.
Michael Kroll still on the mound. 2 outs, runner on first base for Mountain Vista. Cole Bobbin had a solo home run in the second. Takes the spot in the batter's box, and time called, I think, by the catcher. You wonder what's happened in that conversation at the mound, Alex. And
I
Matt
wonder-
Darr headed
I
out
think
there.
he's telling Michael, hey, don't focus on the runner. Don't focus on Grammerstorf at first. Just focus on Cole and try to end the inning with a strikeout. I think that's what Coach Matt wants for Regis.
Oh,
And
go,
there's
go,
a wild
go.
pitch.
Wild pitch, bounces back to the backstop, but Grammerstorf will get in there safely. Now, Mr. Flanagan and I are laughing because before they rebuilt this infield at All-Star Park, it was a concrete barrier, and that ball would come back off there on a wild pitch right back to the catcher as if it was sitting on his lap.
Yeah, I remember those days.
So Grammerstorf, third wild pitch of the ball game for Regis. He heads down to second base. I was
Oh,
just
they're
an
putting
intentional
Cole
walk.
on.
Ty with only 1 stolen base this year. They don't want to deal with Cole Bobbin, who gets walked intentionally.
I think we might. Who we got coming up?
DeMarco.
Runners
he's
at
gonna be
first and second,
our
but
catcher.
Mountain
Oh, yeah.
Vista is going to send Medina up. You wonder whether or not a couple reasons to put that man on first base. The primary one, though, is now you got to force at every base.
Yep.
And also, you don't have to deal with a guy who's
Not
been
at
hitting the
home.
ball pretty well. Not at home, yeah.
Not at
DeMarco
home.
Medina, the catcher, then stands in. Runners at first and second. Top of the 6th inning, Regis trailing Mountain Vista by 1. Reliever Michael Kroll delivers. And it's up high, 1-0. Boy, Grammerstorf took a long sojourn down towards third base on that one. Ty only 1 stolen base on the year, but we know that he can move.
DeMarco's up to the plate here. I think if I'm DeMarco, I'd be patient, find the right pitch.
Another
was
ball, high 2-0. I like your thinking, Alex. Medina on the season for Mountain Vista, batting .240. He has walked 5 times on the year. On base average of .345. Now with a hitter's count, 2-0, 2 on, 2 out. 6th inning. Here's the pitch. It's way
Another
up high,
high.
3-0. Maybe Matt Darr, when he came out to talk to the pitcher in the 2nd inning, was talking to him about this little hitch in his delivery right now. All those fastballs are coming high.
I would take the next 2 pitches. 2
Yeah, make
outs,
him throw-
runners on first and second. Just take them both.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
agree with you.
3-0.
Let's
I
see
don't
if
think
can
he has
throw
to
a
take
strike
more than
here.
1.
Michael
Sorry.
Kroll can
Yeah.
get it in the plate.
There's one.
Yeah, put one right in there, fastball to make it 3-1, just to get control over it. Matthew steps out from behind a home plate, the catcher, to give signals to the Regis infielders.
I
Runners at first and second for Mountain Vista, 2 outs, 3-1 here in the 3-1
saw
count
too,
in the
he gave
sixth
the
inning.
go, so he just shook his head. So that means he's the good to go swing.
Swing and a miss at a fastball. It was actually a foul tip. So 3-2 full count.
The crowd's getting into it here.
Michael Kroll collected himself after that 3-0 count, has thrown 2 of the better pitches that he's thrown, has a chance to get out of this. 3-2 count. Medina, the catcher, at the plate for Mountain Vista. Grammersdorf at second.
Big
Bobbins
moment
at
for
first.
Vista.
Michael Kroll looks at second.
Make him throw a
Comes
strike.
home.
That's high.
High. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Golden Eagles.
For Ty
And Tice
Harvey.
Harvey comes up.
Another pinch runner. At first, number 3.
So that's Callister stepping in.
Oh, Brody. All right, bases juiced. Our sophomore sensation's up.
Brody Callister.
McAllister, hey, he's a beast at football. He scored the first touchdown against Eagle Crest in the playoff game.
He's
this
got
season.
1 stolen base on the year as well, but everybody on Mountain Vista can run. Bases are full of Golden Eagles, folks. Ty Grammersdorf at third, Cole Bobbin at second, and Brody Callister at first. The batter is Tice Harvey. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Here's the pitch from Michael Kroll. Swung on and missed. He got the pitch he wanted. That was a
He wanted
fastball right there.
He wanted it, but again, baseball, you have 3 strikes, so there's always another pitch.
Kroll got the first 2 batters in the inning and then 2 walks and an intentional walk to load the bases. Base hit here could really change the dynamic of this game. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, foul back, and it is 0-2, excuse me. 2, a really nice cut again from Harvey.
Those swings look good. We just got to stay on it.
Baseball's so hard.
Yeah.
My heavens. We're in the top of the 6th inning at All-Star Park. At All City Field, excuse me. I'm Jeremy Goldson, Alex Davis, the redoubtable Jim Flanagan. Here's the pitch from Michael Kroll. Swung on, chopped towards
This is gonna be a tough
short.
play.
Grounded there by Massey. Flings across the diamond, and a really nice stretch
Got
to
him.
get the
Wow.
out from Dion Cesario Scott. Massey fielded that ball pretty calmly, and then he realized that Harvey was hauling down the line, made a low throw, but scooped up, and the threat is averted. And that is the end of the top half of the 6th inning.
That's
We
a
go
bummer.
to the, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is baseball right here.
Well, how many runners have been left on base in this game?
Well, Mountain Vista just doubled their tally. They've got 6 runners left on base so far today.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my fellow baseball savants has always said the team that has a lower ratio of runner left on base to runs generally wins the game. So Mountain Vista 2 runs, but 4 runners left
Who's
on
that
base.
baseball savant? Who
Well,
is that?
I don't want to tell you who it is.
Oh, you don't want to say?
No, I'll tell you off radio.
Oh, okay.
We're in the bottom of the
Is his
6th
name
inning.
Michael Wright?
It is not. He's not
Oh,
a
okay.
baseball. Listen. Michael Wright is a lovely human being and an outstanding educator, but in terms of baseball savantness, it's
Oh, I'm going to go with Dave Mumper.
no. That's a good one though.
Is this
Oh,
trivia?
okay.
Oh.
Dave Mumper in the house today.
Yeah, he is here. The second athletic director in Mountain Vista history. The one who's responsible for hiring me. Can you believe that?
Wait, he hired you to be a a social studies teacher.
He hired me to be a tennis coach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Flanagan, by the way, Alex Davis, before you were born, was a very, very, very animated and dynamic social studies teacher. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
The only reason I'm not leaving you guys is my old secretary, Autumn Vitry. You guys know Autumn.
Absolutely.
She basically says, like, if things are going our way, you can't move positions. Like, she's one of those. She's one of those baseball moms who's like, you need to stay in the exact same spot.
So you're
and
stuck in the press box.
And
the rest
since
of the
I've
game.
come up here, we've been doing really well. So I've just basically stayed here with you guys.
Bottom 6, and Jacob Olson, the leadoff man, back at the plate for Regis. Sawyer Tipton still on the mound with an undetermined number of pitches because I can't count by ones. Olson 0 for 1 today. With a
74
walk.
pitches.
74. Okay, including the most recent one, which was a ball.
It's a good thing we have people up here who actually do their homework.
Yeah, or actually just do their work. Breaking ball from Tipton is a strike, and it is 1-1. Olson, listen, if you do things right, you don't just see the top of this Regis order again, and they can really hit, although have been held in check today by the Mountain Vista pitcher.
Well, there's a base knock.
Little swing, a little
Get
half
in front
swing
of
into left field, and a base hit by Olson. The ball goes past the pickoff man, taken at second base by Alex King, and for the first time today, Jacob Olson with a base hit. More worryingly for Mountain Vista, the leadoff man on for the first time today. That is the third hit for
And Coach
Regis.
Adrian's coming out, the pitching coach for Vista, to talk to Sawyer. In fact, let's start some trivia here for a minute. Let's see. This is back in the good old days of Vista baseball. But
All right,
let's
Mr.
see.
Flanagan, I've seen
Which
a lot of
MLB
it.
team selected? Oh, shoot. I don't know if you guys saw the name, but
I'm not even looking at your computer. I'm
which
trying to
MLB
figure out how to get
team
out of this.
selected A.J. Schugel
I told you. We were told a story about AJ on the way down.
Yeah.
in
I
the
actually
25th round of the 2010 MLB draft?
Well, I don't know which. I
I
believe.
have 4 options for you.
Okay. Well, I gotta. Can I give you a guess before you give me the option?
Actually, I'll let you guess. You know
I'm
what?
gonna guess the Angels, but when he made it to the majors, he played for the Pirates.
Made for the Pirates. We went down and interviewed him at
How did I
Coors
do?
Field.
You're off.
Oh,
You're not in the right league.
Okay.
I think he was drafted by the Brewers,
Who?
the Milwaukee Brewers.
The Brewers? You're in the right league.
All right.
Well,
give
thanks.
us
I'm
the-
in the right league.
Give us the choices now that we
The
both.
choices is A, Boston Red Sox, B, Colorado Rockies, C, Arizona Diamondbacks, and D, Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Pirates because I know that's where he made it to the majors, so he must have come through there
I
far.
think it's the
Golden, what's your
Diamondbacks.
answer, and I'll reveal the answer.
Good
Tipton's
pitch.
pitch to Massey, who steps in, is a strike. 0-1. So Olson on first here with nobody out in the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the heart of the Regis order up. Chase Massey, the shortstop, 2 strikeouts today, but he's got a 429 batting average, 30 runs scored, and 33 hits on the year.
What's your answer, Goldson?
I said the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks. That is correct.
Well, it was pretty process of elimination. Here's a swing
Get
and
there.
a pop into left
Get
field
there.
on his horse and trying to get it.
he
Nope,
didn't
over
get-
his head. And the ball rolls to the wall.
That wasn't a good
Olson
enough
is
jump.
turning from third. He has to hold there, as Mr. Flanagan said, not a good enough jump, but a double for Chase Massey. And now Regis with runners at second and third in the bottom half of the 6th inning, and back-to-back hits for the first time today against Sawyer Tipton.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have a pitching change, guys.
Yep. A.J. Schugel, fun fact, he was drafted in the 25th round of the 2010 draft.
I don't think there are even 25 rounds anymore.
There's not. There's 20 rounds in the Major League Baseball draft.
So Mountain Vista now is
Great
up
job by Sawyer Tipton.
against it. Tremendous job today from Tipton. 5 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits. Not sure exactly what the runs situation looks like. Walked 1, struck out 9.
And now we got
Christensen.
Christensen.
Excuse me, struck out 8. New pitcher for Mountain Vista is going to be. It's going to be Dylan Langstaff.
Oh,
We
it's
thought
Dylan
we would see
Langstaff.
Langstaff today, the lefty.
Dylan Langstaff comes in, and this is a big at bat right here.
It's an
for
interesting
Regis.
story. Langstaff was a transfer student from another school, which meant that he wasn't allowed to pitch for a year, and has just made his first couple of pitches for the Golden Eagles. He's been spending most of the year pitching on JV. He comes into the year with only thrown 1 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 1. So coming in a pretty tense situation, the lefty for Mountain Vista.
He has not pitched any pitches for us this year till this game. Any of the statistics that you have are JV statistics.
All right. So making his season debut,
Yep.
the lefty, Dylan Langstaff. Where was he last year?
Douglas County High School.
Douglas County High School. And he comes into quite a situation. He's got Dion Cesario Scott, the first baseman, with runners at second and third. It's going to be lefty on lefty. Do you think he pitches to only one batter?
I don't know. I think if
There's
his
another person in the Vista pen. I can't tell.
I think if his stuff is good, I think they leave him. It depends on how that first batter goes. Like anytime you're a relief pitcher, you come out and you take care of what's in front of you. You know.
So Dylan Langstaff, here is his pitch types that he has. He has a fastball, curveball, and changeup and slider. but he has crazy RPMs, over 2,500. He averages 85 to 87 miles an hour on that fastball.
Massey, by the way, with that double, Riddle, check this out, Mr. Flanagan. His 34th hit of the season, his 20th extra base hit.
And one more fun fact about Dylan Langstaff, he's the 6th left-handed prospect out of pitchers ranked in the state of Colorado for the class of 2027.
Well, that's a nice kid to have up there. Here's Langstaff's first pitch. Fastball goes behind the catcher, Medina, and Olson will score the tying run on the first pitch. We are all tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball gets past Medina, and it is 2-2. And to make matters a little more worrisome, Chase Massey now down to third base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. 1-1. Mountain Vista playing the bunt. King in at second. And also playing to hold the runner at third. So you've got Christensen in on the grass at first. Martinez in on the grass. Here is the pitch from Langstaff. Breaking ball is a strike.
A good stop by DeMarco.
So 2 strikes after the wild pitch that scores the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. Still nobody out and a runner on third. Cesario Scott looking at a 1-2 count. Everybody in. The infield is in.
Make him chase.
And he did. Breaking ball falls in the dirt. Medina throws to first, and it went through. Coming in to take the lead is Massey on a throwing error from Medina. Oh, heartbreak for the Golden Eagles. They got the third strike, but a throwing error is going to give Regis the lead. So dropped third strike and a E1, and Regis leads now 3-2. Runner on first, nobody out, and the first error of the game comes at a really inopportune time for Mountain Vista. It's been a kooky inning. The first man, Olson, with a little single into left field. Chase Massey then with a bomb of a double, and then both runners have scored on fielding mistakes, which are unusual here for the Golden Eagles, who for the first time today find themselves trailing bottom of the 6th inning.
It's really tough when you got to get 4 outs in an inning, and that's what the Golden Eagles have to do now, because that was an out.
That was an out.
Yep.
And
so the ball was a strike on a breaking pitch, bounced off of Medina, rolled around in the dirt, racing down to first base was Cesario Scott.
He had some problems finding it. That was the issue.
Yep, it spun around in the dirt there.
He should have not thrown it so the runner on third would stay.
Oh, you can't tell anybody that yet.
Yeah, that's a tough decision.
I mean, it's a 50-50 chance of what.
That's a tough decision. I think the runner would have scored even if he had gotten the guy out. I think the runner would have scored even if he'd gotten the out at first. So, I mean, like if he could have thought to himself, don't throw it.
Oh, no, wait. They think it hits the bat.
In the meantime,
wants to talk and have a decision about this.
Hudson Alpert gets hit by a pitch, but it's unclear whether the ball ricocheted off the bat. So there's a lot going on here in this 2nd inning. Runners at first and second at the moment for Regis, still nobody out. But
and they say it was a hit by pitch.
so Dylan Langstaff has come in, thrown a wild pitch, gotten a strikeout that spun in the dirt, and then hit a batter. He's filling up the box score. But Regis now with runners at first and second, leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Eli Shappy is up, nobody out. So lefty on lefty again. Shappy 0 for 2 today. We'll have to figure out. He takes a bunt, bunts it back foul. For Sawyer Tipton, he's responsible for both of the runs that scored, but only one. Neither of those runs, in fact, are earned. So close the book on Tipton. 1 earned run in 5 innings, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, but he's on the hook right now with a couple of unearned runs. Langstaff looks to second, now comes home. It's another bunt, popped up in the air, and it is foul again. Everybody giving chase. Langstaff, third baseman Vosberg, Medina even, hoping to catch that ball and start the parade of outs that Mountain Vista is looking for. Golden Eagles trail Regis now 3-2. Winner of this ball game plays this afternoon against the Legend Titans. Loser of this ball game plays tomorrow morning, 9:30 in the morning here at All City Stadium against Broomfield. Here's Langstaff. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss.
Now you got one out here. Vista has a couple people. Someone just got off the pen, so someone's warm and ready. I'm not sure who, but
Brady Wright, the third baseman, steps in for Regis. He's 0 for 2 today, couple of strikeouts. Still 2 Raiders on the bases at first and second.
with one out.
With 1 away. Mountain Vista and Regis here in the Colorado State Baseball Tournament. First pitch is a breaking ball way outside. Medina lunges to get it. We hope you're enjoying this broadcast here on Vista Now Radio, such as it was or is. Alex Davis, I'm Jeremy Goldson. Jim Flanagan is a little nervous as he sits up here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Langstaff, strike right down the middle.
Yep, there we go. That's strike one.
Dylan just needs to hone in and focus on what he can control. You know, just hone in on that strike zone, focus on what you can control. I mean, nobody's hit him yet.
Nope. Mountain Vista, by the way, will have the top of the order up in the top of the 7th inning as they try to keep this one close and maybe take back the lead. Going down to third, Medina's throw, and that is.
Oh!
Did he miss the tag? I could have sworn that Vosberg got him. The throw was on time.
Ron Quintana's coming out.
The throw was on time, a double steal, putting runners at second and third.
I love how umpires just immediately run to their next position and don't want to talk. They know the coach is coming out to have the conversation.
Ron Quintana is walking very slowly.
The ball was there before him, so the only thing that he can tell him is that he missed the tag. Everybody up here in the press box is pretty shocked. Yeah. But I don't think the guy's gonna.
He's not going to change his mind.
Yeah, he's not in his head because I think Ron just asked him, did he miss the tag? Because that's the only thing he can say is that he missed it.
So a couple of stolen bases. Boy, Dion Cesario-Scott has had quite a busy box score here. He is struck out. And then
that was a strike
to first.
That was a strike.
He struck out, advanced to first on a dropped third strike, then went to second on the hit by pitch and just stole third base on Dylan Langstaff and DeMarco Medina. So now runners at second and third for Regis. 1 away and 1 strike on Brady Wright. Wright comes in at 0-1. At 1-2. I could have sworn he got him at third base, but
same thing here. Well, just got to be ready. Just get him to chase here. He's going to chase if you give him something to chase.
Infield is in. Here's the pitch.
There it is.
Swing and a miss.
Now it's 2 outs, maybe 3 outs. Should have been 3 outs.
That's 3 outs in the inning. You're correct, Alex.
Yeah.
But here we go. You just got to get 1 more out.
Great fastball by Langstaff, right well behind it, his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And now Mountain Vista can get out of trouble. But we got a pinch hitter. Coming up for Regis now is number 25. The pinch hitter is Alex Hughes.
Coming in.
So Hughes comes in for Glasheen. We'll see whether he stays in the field. Hughes on the year, 312, 1 homer, 5 runs batted in. He has 16 at-bats and 17 runs scored. He'll be playing baseball next year at Morningside. So 2 outs, runners at second and third, and Hughes the pinch hitter.
Don't worry about those runners, Dylan. Just pitch.
Yeah. Just focus on the batter. That's the biggest thing. Don't care about the runners on base here. If you're Vista, stay calm and focused on the batter. And
Langstaff steps off.
I think he can't get the signs right.
10th strikeout of the game for Mountain Vista, but some kooky things happening here in the 6th.
With Dylan this being his first outing, I don't know that him and Medina have ever worked together before.
Breaking ball is a strike up high.
You know, so some of that is
0-1.
Some of that's the familiarity between catcher and pitcher.
Yeah. Well, and the first pitch that he threw was ended up being a wild pitch that scored led to eventually a run being scored.
The tying run. And
3-2 Regis here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 out, 2 runners on base. Another breaking ball is high. It is 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We only play 7 innings in high school baseball, so Mountain Vista up against it in the top of the 7th.
Pitch right there.
Swing by Hughes is missed. Didn't get any of the ball, and now 1-2. I got to say, we've been impressed with the stuff of Dylan Langstaff.
He has great stuff. He's going to be a great pitcher for us next year.
He's a junior.
And he's the 6th best pitcher in the class of 27 for the state of Colorado.
I thought he was only the 6th best lefty. Swing and a
That's
pop
according
fly by
to-
Hughes, and it is still 1 ball and
When
2
you say
strikes.
the 6th best pitcher in the state or in the, what do you got?
Here we go. I'm checking.
I
Prep
know-
Baseball has him 6th ranked as a prospect as
In
a
the
top
state?
lefty. Yep, in the state of Colorado.
In the state of Colorado.
Yep. Prep.
I know he's verbally committed to Virginia Tech.
Yep,
Yep.
as a junior.
Yep.
Pretty good baseball program over there in the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia.
I'll just take one more pitch that this kid can't hit.
Here's the Langstaff
I think it's
from
a
the stretch.
fastball.
1-2 is
Got
a
him.
fastball, is a strikeout. So he strikes out the side to get out of trouble. But Mountain Vista surrenders 2.
It's
And we go to the
round time.
7th. Golden Eagles trailing Regis 3-2. Let's see if we can summarize the 6th inning, and then I'll turn it back over to Alex Davis. Jacob Olson, the center fielder, led off with a single. Then he advanced to 3rd after the next batter, Chase Massey, hit a double into left field with runners at 2nd and 3rd. A pitching change, and Dayon Cesario Scott was struck out by Langstaff, but the ball spun in front of the catcher Medina, and the throw down to first base went through the first baseman Martinez, which allowed Olson to score to tie the ball game. Then the next batter was, the next batter was Hudson Alpert. A wild pitch allowed Massey to come in and score to make it 3-2 Regis. Alpert was hit by a pitch, also stole 2nd, but then the next 3 batters all struck out by Dylan Langstaff. Final numbers on Tipton: 1 run on 5 hits. 1 run on 4 hits in 5 innings. But in the top of the 7th, Regis brings back Michael Kroll. Is Kroll still out there?
Yeah,
Yep.
Kroll is still out there.
He is.
And then
I
it'll
think
be-
we're in the 9 hole because we got a pinch hitter coming up here.
Yeah,
Yep,
we got,
VJ Graves will lead off, except it's a pinch hitter.
number 22, Grolstack.
So Alex Davis, top of the 7th inning, take
How'd
it away.
you say that name?
Gosselak.
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 Yeah.
Colin Gosselak from Mountain Vista, number 22. He
Junior.
will step in. 286 on the year, 2 for 7, 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in. So pretty good power.
And Michael Kroll, the junior. He is still in this game.
You got to
Regis
come
has
out
got
and get
no
some
one
hits.
in the pen.
I don't know
Gotta
if
go win it.
either one of you guys can see, but it did. We have a new left fielder. Glasheen was pinch hit for. Did Hughes stay out there and left? Number 25.
Yeah, 25 still out there.
Those are some good young eyes. There's no way I would have seen that,
Oh,
Jeremy.
good Lord. Alex and I did the soccer game a couple weeks ago against Regis. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, no. It's a good thing that we got
Thought about
Alex.
bringing my binoculars
It's
today,
a good
too.
thing we got Alex here with those young eyes to be able to see that.
So Graves finishes the day 0 for 1. And here's Gosselak,
Gosselak here.
pinch
against
hitter in the
Kroll.
top of the 7th.
Top of the 7th.
Make him
here
throw to ya.
we go. Vista's going to battle and rally.
That was high.
Fastball high.
Kroll so far has thrown an inning and 2/3. He has walked 3, struck
Michael
out
Kroll.
1. Struck out 2, excuse me.
Michael Kroll, here's the pitcher, Gosselak.
That was a good
In
pitch.
for a strike. 1-1's the count here. The first batter's always important. Grolsak's going to have to get on base.
Yeah, he was a good point because the leadoff man got on for Regis, scored last inning.
Here's the
Popped him up.
pitch. It's a pop-up right side.
Get out of
It's
play.
Foul. Someone in the – oh, I thought someone in the stands could get it.
That's good that went out of play.
Went out of play. Here we go. 1-2 here.
So Mountain Vista's gotten the leadoff man on 3 times. Brockett scored in the first. Bobbin hit a home run in the second, and then they left Ty Harvey on in the 5th inning. Like to get the leadoff man on for the 4th time in 7 innings.
Yep, Kroll, Galsack. Here we go. The 1-2 count.
It's high.
And it's a ball high. Vista is down by 1, 3-2 here. 3 hits for Vista. Can they start the rally with Galsack here at the plate? Here's the pitch from Kroll. It's a swing and a miss. That's Kroll's 2nd strikeout.
Third
Went
strikeout of the
by-
ball. Oh,
third
yeah, no, you were
strikeout.
right.
Went
2nd.
Right by
3rd.
Galsack.
So I'll bring it back to Jace Brockett. 1 for 3 today with a walk and a run scored.
Jace Brockett is up to the plate now
Just need to get a
One out.
runner on base here.
for Vista,
Come on.
and this is a very important at bat for Brockett. And it's
Oh.
inside for a strike from Kroll.
That broke heavy.
Michael Kroll relieved Alpert, the starting pitcher, and has been pretty efficient over the last 2 innings now.
Kroll has Jace
It's way
Brockett
outside. That one didn't break at all.
We've
Oh.
seen Kroll have control issues. He managed to
Get out of a jam.
get out of it last time, but he did walk 3 after 2 outs. Like to see him put men on base with less than 2 outs.
Here's the pitch from Kroll.
It's amazing on
outside.
that last pitch that was like a foot outside that all the Regis parents thought it was a strike from there.
You gotta
up
stop
here.
watching the parents, Mr. Flanagan.
Flanagan, we have the
Parents
best
will kill
angle
ya.
of the plate. You can see
I
the
know,
plate.
but they all acted like it should be 0-2.
None of these fans
2
are
was
watching
the
these
count
games
here.
unbiased. They're the most biased humans on earth right now.
2-1 count the Brockett.
That's low inside.
It's low. 3-1 inside.
Make him come here.
Pitchers-
I'd give, if I was Ron, I'd give the take sign right here.
Pitchers do that.
'Cause
Where
if I can get
he
him
tries
on
to
base,
go ahead. Sorry.
if I could get him on base, we got a game here. Take here. Make him throw a strike. Oh,
It's a weak dribbler grounder. Brockett's
He's
going to
there.
try to beat it out.
it came out.
Oh, it
He's
came
safe.
out.
He tried
And
to
he
he
got
tried
hit
to
in
tag
the
him and it
face.
came out.
You wonder where he hit him with the ball.
Where
Brockett
did
looks like he got hit in the
Brockett
head.
get hit? He is safe at first. Time's been called on the field. Trainer Joe is heading out.
So would you call that a base hit, Mr. Flanagan? Score that a single?
No, that's an error on the first baseman. There was no reason for the first baseman to tag him there.
Didn't have to.
Nope.
You wonder whether he was just
would've
spinning
been,
around.
He would have been out if he had not swung and tagged him there. He would have been out. He had him. So the fact that he swung and tagged him, I think the umpire's talking to him right now, like asking him those questions, like why and I think he's trying to explain the first baseman that, like, I had to do that because of the way that it was thrown, but I don't think that's true. I think he could have.
He could have put his foot on the bag.
He could have put his foot on the bag. He could have held his out there. I think that he did that for the showmanship. Like, I tagged him too. Like, not only did and that causes the runner to be on base. Now,
Dion says,
hopefully Vista can take advantage of that type of showmanship right here. You know, like
So a
that's what
little
we gotta do.
nubber hit down, fielded but cleanly by Kroll. Kroll's throw to the first baseman, Cesario Scott, and then Cesario Scott swinging around, hits Brockett in the head, but Mountain Vista has the tying run at first base, and here's Miles
Tying run
Vosberg.
is at first.
Well, remember in that last
Miles
inning,
Vosberg.
Vista had to get 4 outs with the strikeout.
Yep.
Now Regis is going to have to get 4 outs right here.
They are going to have to get 4 outs. It's going to be tough to fight for the last out.
No, I don't think. I think he missed that one.
And
Well, the
that
pitch was a
low
strike.
strike call.
That was a strike, but
Now-
I think he brought that up.
Brockett's got 17 stolen bases. He's got to go here.
Oh, he's going.
Oh yeah.
The question is not if, it's when.
Let's win. We're gonna see if he throws a strike here. He's there.
And he's safe. And some people on the Regis side aren't happy about that, but he looks safe as day up here in the booth.
Regis is not happy. Like Jeremy says, they're watching through their Regis glasses.
The parents are never happy. You can't count on them for unbiased. 17 stolen bases by Brockett this year, including one in the first.
Here's
He's
the
gone.
pitcher Kroll. It is a foul ball.
Come on, Miles.
A little bit of chicanery from the Regis infield because Morse and Massey played like they had a double play ball there just to see if Brockett was a little bit confused. Doesn't matter. Ball's fouled out of play.
Miles Vosberg.
2
Oh,
strikes, you
2.
still running?
1-0-2 is the count. for Kroll.
I think it depends here.
I
Will there
think,
be a
yeah.
pitch
I
out?
think
That's
I'd
the
hold.
question.
Oh,
Fouls
good.
off.
I think with 2 strikes, you got to hold.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to hold him. I mean, you don't want to make the last out on a base running.
Alex King is on deck for Vista. In the hole is Jackson Crawford.
Come on, Miles.
Miles Vosberg.
Get
Big
one
time
through
for
here.
Vosberg to get a base hit.
It will be huge. Back to
Pick
first.
off again.
Oh, he
It's
went past.
It gets away from.
Now the question here, can Brockett get to third? He
Hey,
takes the
Brockett's
turn
going
at
to
second.
third. Is Brockett going home?
He's
being
sending him.
sent.
He's sending him.
They're being sent. The play at the plate. He's
Oh.
out. And he's getting thrown out.
He just tossed him.
He got tossed.
Oh, my
Holy
goodness.
cow.
Brockett on a error comes hauling around. He was out at the plate. At least the plate got there in time, and then he spikes his helmet, gets ejected.
Whoa. Brockett is thrown out of the game for throwing his helmet.
You can't do that. Scored
But
that
wait, we
9.
have a discussion happening.
Scored that 9-1-3. 2 outs for Mountain Vista, but this thing is bananas. We've
Whoa.
seen everything today, Alex.
There's 2 outs now.
Yeah, and they just need 1 strike.
Mr. Flanagan, what do you think about that choice to send Brockett?
I mean, I'm not down there where Coach Grammerstorff is, but there's 32 years of experience on that third baseline, and he must have seen that he could go from there. He gave him the signal. He was following what the signal was, and they were trying to make it happen right there to tie the game. So
Just hope that somebody makes a mistake, because I'm not sure timing-wise that you're going to get there.
It's
yeah,
baseball.
I mean, it's baseball. You can hold him there, but then what?
And it's strike 3. The Regis Jesuit Raiders have won 3-2. And they advance to play Legend here at 2:30 at the All-City Stadium. Mountain Vista will play tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. against Broomfield.
Valiant effort by the boys.
What
Really
an
good effort for
unbelievable
Vista. Tough fight. These games, this is the 3rd time that these teams have played each other. That it's been
in
a
the last
one-run
year, yeah.
difference.
Yep.
So we'll try to collect everything that happened. It was an insane 6th inning, an insane top of the 7th inning. But in simple terms, Regis scores 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and they win the ball game 3-2. So for those of you who are trying to figure out what happens next, we'll give you some final stats here as well in just a moment. Mountain Vista will play tomorrow morning, 9:30, here at All City. We will have that game right back here on Vista Now. It'll be Alex Davis and Mike Willahan on the call. So you can tune back in for that 9:30 ball game tomorrow. And Regis advances to play in about 40 minutes here. First pitch will be, well, about 3:30, as they will square off against the Legend Titans. The 3rd-seeded Regis Raiders just keep doing what they're doing. But what an unbelievable and bizarre ball game. Winning pitcher is going to be Michael Kroll.
Now I think the other thing that happens with that is our leadoff guy's out. I think the next, if he just got tossed, I think it's
can't
the next
play.
2 games he cannot
Yep.
play. So I don't think he can play the next 2 games since he was tossed. So he won't play tomorrow morning. We'll have to change our lineup.
Kroll, by the way, goes 2 2/3 innings. He gives up no hits, no runs. He walked 3, struck out 3, and he ends up getting the win. So Michael Kroll improves on the year to, I'm going to have to hunt this one down, but he's the winning pitcher. Losing pitcher, maybe the hardest luck loss you've ever seen, is Sawyer Tipton, who falls to 3-4 on the season. Dylan Langstaff, in an inning, gives up no hits, no runs, no earned runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out 3, but committed a couple of errors that ended up dooming the Golden Eagles. Mountain Vista took the lead in the 1st inning. Brockett with a walk and a run scored. Regis tied it up.
Well, I mean, I told you guys when we had the bases loaded with 2 outs, that was a big chance in the top of the 6th.
It was, and there's
And I knew when that happened, it was one of those that you were like, oh, man.
Final numbers are a little nutty. Mountain Vista 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left
everybody wants
7 on base. Regis 3 runs, 4 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 4 on base.
Yep.
well.
Well, guys, thanks for letting me hang out with you
Thank
up here.
you so much, Mr. Flay. You're here for like 3 innings.
Yeah,
Had
that
some
was
really
fun.
good baseball.
And tell Ms. Vitry it was not your fault.
I will make sure that she knows.
Mountain Vista.
We'll see you guys. I guess we'll see you, Alex, tomorrow at 9:30.
Yep.
So we'll go through all the bracket permutations here as we can pull this stuff up on the internet. Try to give you a decent idea. Why don't you pull that up of what happened
I have
today?
it up right here. So Arvada West. Oh, I'm gonna
So
refresh.
all we care about is Mountain Vista. Here on
Arvada
the
West
Mountain
and
Nope,
Pine
we
Creek.
don't care
Okay,
about
well,
them.
they
We
played
care
there.
about Mountain Vista.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so here's the first round consolation. We have
So-
Chatfield Fairview.
So if Vista wins, if Mountain Vista wins that game tomorrow, they will play immediately after at noon against. Well, I can't see your computer.
They would
I
be
got old
facing
man
W9.
eyes.
So they would be facing the winner of Regis and Legend.
The loser. Yeah. So the loser of Regis Legend is this game 5 right here.
Yeah.
So the
whoever-
loser of Regis Legend would play Mountain Vista tomorrow at noon if the Golden Eagles can get past Broomfield in that 9:30 game tomorrow.
Yep.
So 4 games done already in this tournament. Pine Creek, Regis, Arvada West, and Legend winners. The losers bracket is now Mountain Vista, Fairview, Chatfield, and Broomfield.
Broomfield.
So Vista, Broomfield tomorrow morning. Also tomorrow morning, Chatfield, Fairview. Loser of those games is done for the tournament. And then the noon game will be an elimination game
Yep.
for either team if they can manage to win tomorrow. You got to figure out Mountain Vista is going to throw Alex King tomorrow. But as Jim Flanagan noted, they will be without their leadoff man and right fielder, Jace Brockett, who's ejected in the end of the game today. Game recap, Mountain Vista scored first. Brockett walked, advanced to second on a wild pitch, stole third, and then scored on a single from Jackson Crawford. Crawford on the day, 1 for
Everyone's-
3 with a run batted in.
Everyone's going to know. I think tomorrow Vista's going to learn their lesson.
What do
on,
you mean?
Sending the runner home on a close play like that. But I think that was a very close play at the plate that we saw from Brockett.
Well, and we had a close play at third earlier.
We had a close play at third. There is going to be some judgments about this umpiring crew.
Oh, yeah, but you can't, no fun to talk about the umpires.
Exactly. It's not the umpire's fault for what call it is, speaking from an umpires myself. It's their call. Confidence is key. I was trained from one of the CHSAA high school umpires from my training for CABA.
You know, the story of this game, one of the top pitchers in the state, Hudson Alpert, came out, gave up a couple runs early, including a
did.
long home run to Cole
The
Bobbin.
Vanderbilt commit.
Then he settled in.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Sawyer Tipton gave up a big long home run in the first inning to Dion Cesario Scott. And then Sawyer Tipton was electric for the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth inning. Tipton tired, lifted in the sixth, and then all sorts of craziness happened with errors and drop third strikes and balls into the gap. And Regis clawed their way for 2 more runs, and then the tables were turned. The Regis relief pitcher was Michael Kroll. He came in, did an outstanding job. 2 2/3 innings, struck out 3, walked 3. He gets the win. You know, Mountain Vista, we talked all year about having the pitching depth. It wasn't like the pitchers, Langstaff and Tipton, didn't play well. They only gave up 1 earned run all ball game. But
The errors.
the fielding mistakes for Mountain Vista, they ended up with just 1 error in the game. But it was an awfully costly one by the catcher.
That cost them 2 runs.
Cost them 2 runs, and a wild pitch cost them a run. So again, scoring recap, Jace Brockett led off the first with a walk. He scored on a single by Crawford in the first, 1-0 Mountain Vista. Bottom of the first inning, Dion Cesario-Scott with a long home run to deep center field to tie it up at 1. And leading off the second inning, though, for Mountain Vista, Cole Bobbin with a home run to left field. That made it 2-1 Vista, and it stayed that way. Mountain Vista loaded the bases in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Couldn't get the runner across, and then in the bottom of the 6th inning, Jacob Olson got the got the third hit off of Sawyer Tipton, a single into right field. The next man up, Chase Massey, the big Boston College commit at shortstop, hit a double all the way to the wall. Runners at second and third, nobody out. The next man up, Dion Cesario-Scott, struck out, but the throw down to the pitch was not handled by the catcher. The throw down to first base got away from Cruz Martinez. That brought in Olson, and then a wild pitch brought in the third. I have all of my things wrong. I apologize. Bottom of the 6th inning. Start over with me. Olson singles.
Yeah, Olson singles.
And then
first.
Chase Massey doubles. Runners at second and third.
Yep.
Pitching change. The first pitcher, the first batter
There's a hit by pitch.
is Dion Cesario-Scott, and the first pitch went over the catcher's head.
Oh, yeah.
That brought in Jacob Olson on the
Yep.
wild pitch. Runner
Yep.
down to third was
and
Massey.
then the next pitch was a
Then-
hit by pitch by Hudson Albert. He got hit.
Then Cesario-Scott struck out, but on the throw down to first base, it got away from the first baseman. That brought in Massey to take the lead. Then Hudson Albert was hit by a pitch. That put runners in first and second. Then Langstaff struck out everybody. So, final thoughts here. For Mountain Vista, it's an uphill climb to stay alive in the tournament.
It is. I think they're going to have a challenging part in the consolation bracket to make their way to the state championship. You're going to have to face Broomfield tomorrow, which that shocked people that they lost 6-3 to Legend. So they're going to have
And Mountain Vista faced Broomfield early in the season during spring break. Their first game back from the spring trip, they lost to the Eagles 2-0 at Mountain Vista.
Yeah, which that's gonna hurt Vista. Broomfield's another solid team to face, and I think they're gonna try to fight themselves to stay alive. Well, I honestly think
For Regis, they're in a good position. This is a team that I
They
think
are.
expects to win the state tournament. Anything less than that would not be acceptable to where this team is at. And this was a real battle today. Sawyer Tipton was tremendous, but Regis ends up pulling it out.
Yep. They do. Indeed, Goldson. Any other final thoughts? As you will see Alex Davis.
You will not see Alex Davis.
won't
You will
see me.
hear,
You'll hear me. You'll
the
hear.
estimable Alex Davis. Well, you guys are back on air at
9:30.
9:30 tomorrow
Probably
morning.
9. We'll shoot at
here at All
9:15
City.
here on Vista Now Radio. I'll be my partner, color guy, your favorite, Mike Willahan. He will be
Yeah,
on
you hear
call.
that Chicago accent of Mike Willahan. It's do or
Yep.
die for the Golden Eagles. A win, and they advance to play again at noon. A loss, and the season, I don't think you would say this season is a disappointment for Mountain Vista, but a loss,
No, I
and the
wouldn't
season
say
is over for the Golden Eagles. So
It's now win or lose for Vista to fight for their season. That's what it's going to come down to now. But man, it's crazy how it's going to think. If I had to give a prediction of who I think the best two teams are to face off in the state championship game, I would say Arvada West and Regis.
both winners today.
And those are both winners as Regis takes on Pine Creek, and then
No,
now you have-
excuse me, Pine Creek gets Arvada West.
Pine Creek gets Arvada West. Correction, I was looking at the wrong side of the bracket. West side of the bracket, you get Regis and Legend, the 7 seed. 7 versus 2, 1 versus 4. As Pine Creek beats Fairview 5-2. Vista, the 6 and the 3 here at All City Stadium, loses 3-2. And then Legend upsets Broomfield 6-3. The 7 versus 2 matchup.
Well, we
there.
hope that
And then for our games tomorrow at All-Star Park, we're going to have Chatfield versus Fairview at 9:30 and Vista versus Broomfield at 9:30. And then rest of the brackets will be filled out. We'll still have to wait for these two games today to finish out to fill out the loser side for the consolation for the second round tomorrow. They would play whoever loses for Regis Legend and Pine Creek Arvada West, they would fill in those spots for the second round.
And then, of
conclusion.
course, whoever wins those games this afternoon automatically progresses to next weekend. They don't have to play tomorrow. They can enjoy their Memorial Day weekend. We hope you enjoyed some baseball here on Vista Now.
Yep.
The Golden Eagles and the Regis Jesuit Raiders. We always like bringing you Mountain Vista sports, and this spring season has been pretty exciting. Hopefully, we got a big day for you tomorrow, and then we're back next weekend. But, Alex, appreciate your time. Great job. Thanks to, oh gosh, lots of people to thank. Amanda McClure with CHSAA, Whitney Cave with Denver Public Schools, Rob Segley, Jim Flanagan.
Nate Jackson of NFHS to help set this up for us.
Absolutely. And Jeff Kurtz with NFHS. And then every time I do a game, I just want to thank Vince Scully.
Yep. Vin Scully, one of the best broadcasters of all time.
Wait, I mean one of the. All right, that's it
There's a
from
lot.
All City Stadium. Mountain Vista falls to Regis 3-2. The Raiders advance to the next game. Starts in about 30 minutes. The Golden Eagles get to go home, lick their wounds, come back here early tomorrow morning. For Alex Davis and the entire Vista Now Nation, I'm Jeremy Goldson. Thanks for tuning in. Have a beautiful afternoon.